For the thousands in attendance and the millions watching around the world, ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to rumble!
Yeah. What's up? It's our boy, Coach Malachi Williams in the building. We back. New Media Today, USA Boxing. We are back. I see my camera's kind of slightly off. Let me line everything up. Bear with me one moment, guys. I got my camera right here. Let me move it over to the middle. Forgot I was in here cleaning up. Hold on 1 second. All right, I think that's back better. All right, I think that's back. I think we back on point. Let me see what's up. Move this camera around a little bit, guys. Bear with the old boy for a moment. Let me turn it to the right there. All right, I think we Gucci now. All right, yeah, we back on point. We back center line now. Shout out to everybody, man. I appreciate everybody who showed up and watched the premiere video. You know, we did that show Friday, but I wanted to exclusively for all of those who watched it. What I wanted to do was, instead of people watching the entire show, I wanted people who didn't get an opportunity to see the interview with Rick Glazer Friday. I wanted them to just be able to see the interview in its entirety by itself. So that's what I did, right? And what I'm going to do, I'm going to drop the phone calls from that show. I'm going to drop the phone calls from that show tomorrow as well. So yeah, man, I hope everybody got a lot of insight. Again, whether you like them or not, don't make me never mind. I really don't give a damn. I mean, I don't get caught up in who people like, who they don't like. Do you feel the way you feel? One thing I learned in life when I was a young kid, my uncle Benny taught me this a long time ago. He said, listen, man, never get caught up into the emotions of another man. So however a person feels is the way they feel. Never get caught up in another man's emotions, right? Especially on social media. You know what I mean? Never get caught up in the emotions of avatars. You just never know. Or YouTube channels. You see what I'm saying? So let's give everybody a round of applause. Let's get this show started. Peace to the family. Let me send a peace to the family in the chat. Hit it right quick one time. All right. Peace to the family. Let's go. Get them likes up, man. Y'all, let's get them likes up, man. Let's get them likes up. All right. Phone lines will be dropped early. Y'all know, I still want to get the likes up, but I'm gonna drop the phone lines early. I'm not gonna hold people up. You know what I mean? I want to give everybody opportunity to call in. Today's gonna be a damn good show. We always bring the heat over here, man. You know how we do it. We don't even play over here, man. We got the high. If you're new to the channel, welcome to New Media Today USA Boxing. I am the one and only Coach Malachi Williams. We do have the hottest boxing podcast on the YTBC. Period, hands down. I mean, for us to be such a small channel, we're making such a huge impact on haters and supporters alike. You get what I'm saying? So we're growing. Not a small channel. We haven't been around that long. A lot of these guys been around for 10 years plus. We've been around for less than 2 years. So we're not a big channel, but it's quality over quantity. We're a small channel, but boy, we banging. Let's get into the show. Shout out to Massachusetts Fishing. Shout out to Old Dirty Boxing. Shout out to Big Blunts in Boxing. Shout out to BQ Chris. Swift 718. What's going on, fam? Shout out to Little Green Eyes P. My dog. And they go my dog. That's my dog. Knockdown 305. Dade County's finest. Shout out to my main man, Timothy Stoudemire. What's going on, bro? Shout out to Al Money. Always getting money. Major Key Boxing from the old town. You see what I'm saying? Let's get into Drumming for Life. Drumming for Life. Let's get into the show. Trouble in Paradise, huh? I'm a firm believer that where there's smoke, there's fire. And we have a boxing criteria over here, and we are the only boxing community on YouTube. There's no boxing community on YouTube outside of New Media Today USA Boxing that has commandments. And we have boxing criteria for how we judge things. Why do we do that? Because a boxing criteria takes out the fanboyism. It takes out the overly emotional attachment that you have for a particular fighter. It takes out, well, you know, I'm Hispanic, so it's Canelo over everything. Canelo can't do no wrong. You can't criticize. You have to worship and praise Canelo. We do have worship and praise Canelo YouTube channels. That is true. Guess what? We don't do that over here. We do have worship and praise Terrence Crawford YouTube channels. Guess what? We don't do that over here. We do have Tank Davis and Devin Haney and Vasily Lomachenko and Deontay Wilder and Tyson Fury and shit, whatever. Maybe I don't know about Shakur Stevens, but you get my point. We have Anthony Joshua, whoever the top fighter is. We have your favorite fighter up to date YouTube channels. Over here at New Media Today USA Boxing, we don't deride for no fighters. We don't give a damn where they're from, right? And we keep it as even and down the middle as much as possible. We are quick to tell people, if you don't like the content, listen, you probably want to unsubscribe and leave. This is not the channel for you. We don't deride or compromise our principles for subscribers, super chats, or memberships. We don't do that over here. We love the sport of boxing more than we love a particular fighter. And if you love the sport of boxing more than you love an individual fighter, guess what? You Gucci with me, baby boy. True. Let's do this. Shout out to Ivo Dave. Ivo Dave. Hey, okay. Dropping that $2. Bam, super chat on your boy. Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy. He said, I truly appreciate the variety on this channel. Yes, sir. We try to make it do what it do. We try to make it do what it do, man. That's what we do. We try to stay consistent. And this is what I saw that a lot of people on YouTube, because I study these guys. I studied everybody on YouTube. And I saw what they were doing and what they were not doing, right? And apparently what we're doing is working. But let's get into the show. You guys didn't come to hear that. You want to get to the meat and potatoes. Bad news. And this might be bad news for those who are pro-promotional companies. If you're a pro-promotional company, if you're a pro-top-ranked fan, if you're a pro-Queensberry fan, if you're a pro-Matchroom fan, or you're a pro-PBC fan, or pro-Showtime, or pro-Fox, or pro-BT Sports, or pro-networks of promotional companies or promoters, guess what? That is the problem. You're not fans of the sport of boxing. You're not fans of the sport of boxing. You see what I'm saying? You're fans of promotional companies. You're fanboys of fighters. Some of you grown men, you lust over your favorite fighters. Some of you grown men, you come on YouTube, hide behind avatars. I like to call you guys the ones who I'm talking to. They know who I'm talking to. I call them Wakandas. I call them Zamundas. I call them Nick Sack selling ass, smoking on the Nick Sack ass type guys. I'm being nice today. I call these guys many different names. Do you want to know why I call them that? Because they talk about everything but boxing. I come online, I'm hearing all these managers, all these promoters. A lot of you dudes who do all this arguing about money and purses and how he gonna get paid this and get paid that. You guys argue over stuff. You have a net worth of 2 figures. You broke, living with your baby mama in her Section 8 apartment. You're drinking up all the milk, drinking up all the kids' juicy juices. You're smoking on a Nick Sack with your homeboy. You playing the PlayStation every day. You're living check to check, struggling, broke as hell. But yet you know so much about the business of boxing, and you tell fighters who are multimillionaires what they should and shouldn't be doing. Make it make sense. True. Broke niggas. Whether they white broke niggas, Hispanic broke niggas, black broke niggas, Asian broke niggas. Don't make me know, never mind. All y'all some broke niggas. If you spending, and this is the problem. You're not a fan of the sport of boxing. You're a fan of a particular agenda. This is the problem. So my job is to come here and point out the obvious. Let's make it do what it do. Bad news. Gervonta Davis is leaving the PBC / Showtime? ? Asking a question. And the question is based upon some recent activities of our good brother from B-More, Gervonta Tank Davis. Gervonta Tank Davis has reiterated that he is no longer with Mayweather Promotions. Question I have is this: will Leonard Ellerbe be able to find another star? Because you know how Leonard Ellerbe say, we make stars over here because we know what we're doing. When you say we make stars, you're saying plural. Only problem is You don't have stars. You have star, singular, or you had a star, singular. Come to find out, that young man from Baltimore, wising up, bidded his time, and he looked at the contract, saw it was shaking like booty meat. And even though he did say that, hey, man, still Mayweather Promotions, baby, I got the best team in the world, yada, 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 yada. He hugged Leonard Ellerbe. But guess what? Come to find out that Tank Davis, we can only take his words, according to what he said, that Tank Davis has officially left Mayweather Promotions. So the question I have is a legitimate question. If Mayweather Promotions, meaning Leonard Ellerbe and Floyd Mayweather, if you only had one star, Tank Davis, and he's gone, who are you going to get to replace him? Can't tell me it's Big Rolo. Big Rolo, my neck is hurting, guys. I did shoulders Saturday, and man, I pulled the muscle in my damn neck, man, and I'm like, I can barely move my damn neck. I have what we call in the South a crook in my neck. I got a crook in my neck. Shit, funny as hell. True. Shout out to my dog, Thug and D, man, from B More, Damian Bennett and stuff like that, right? Let's continue. Now, according to Gervonta Tank Davis himself, via what? Twitter, he might be leaving the place that he's always known as home. With the PBC fighters not being able to get fight dates, and we're going to look at the schedule to see, are there any fight dates? Let's look at the schedule to see how many fight dates we have left on the calendar year. Right? Got right, guys? With the PBC fighters not being able to get fight dates so that they can feed their families. These fighters, if they don't have anything going on the outside, a lot of fighters have jobs. They have 9-to-5 jobs, and they box and they box as well. Because most fighters don't make enough money, you know what I mean? So they have to, the average boxer makes about $45,000 to $50,000 a year. The average boxer. So, there's not a whole bunch of Canelos or Anthony Johnson was running around boxing. You know what I mean? You have upper echelon, mid-tier, and then you have the rest. Boxing, 90% of boxing is comprised of the rest. 90%. And then 5% is comprised of the mid-tier, and then the other 5% is probably comprised of the upper echelon fighters. But let's continue. As I said before, with the PBC fighters not being able to get fight days so that they can feed their families, and with some promotional companies, with them being unwilling to make cross-promotional fights with their star fighters, things are not looking good for the fighters like Gervonta Tank Davis. And I'm going to tell you why. Because we're not going to go by what Coach Malachi is saying. We're not going to go by what somebody from Baltimore is saying. We're not going to go by what somebody from who is pro-promotional company, pro-PBC, top rank, or whatever saying. We're going to go by for what Tank Davis is saying. Primary source of information, right? Tank said via Twitter that they are playing games. He followed that up by saying that he needs to take his talents elsewhere. Now, that was very interesting. I had a Brian Custer moment. Interesting. I need to take my talents elsewhere. Well, your talents have been with Showtime, Mayweather Promotions, PBC. If they are playing games, I'm assuming that you're talking about Showtime, PBC, because you're not with Mayweather Promotions anymore. And if they are playing games and you say you might need to take your talents elsewhere, then that means that you're considering leaving the place that you always known as home. Gervonta also confirmed that he is no longer with Leonard Ellerbe, Floyd Mayweather, or Mayweather Promotions. He confirmed that in a tweet. If you look at my thumbnail of this show, you will see that I have a screenshot of it. But now he might be looking to separate himself altogether from Showtime and the PBC. As rumors about the uncertainty of Showtime being phased out by their parent company, Paramount, Showtime may or may not have the budget for Al Haymon's PBC fighters anymore. Any fighter that fought on Showtime, any fighter that fought on the PBC, Showtime is the one that put the budget up for those fighters. Guess what? PBC hasn't been putting on great fights, as you can see. Let me put it this way. I don't want to say they haven't been putting on great fights, they have been taking non-pay-per-view fights and making them pay-per-view. This is what you call oversaturation of the market. We can look up and see how many pay-per-view fights they put on this year alone. There's a reason why they don't release those pay-per-view numbers anymore. There's a reason why Dan Raphael, his sources mysteriously don't tell him what the Robert Helenius and Deontay Wilder numbers are, pay-per-view numbers are. There's a reason why mysteriously Fox hasn't released those numbers. There's a reason why mysteriously no one from the PBC have released those numbers. There's a reason why Keith Thurman, King Kong Ortiz, Andrew Ruiz, Charles Martin, and all of those other guys in Wilder and Robert Helenius have not said anything about their pay-per-view numbers. There's a reason. If that's the case, then PBC fighters will have no fight dates. No fight dates mean fighters can't make money to feed their families. Keith Thurman, J-Rock, he fought J-Rock. Remember J-Rock, guys? Keith Thurman, J-Rock, Jared Hurd, Tony Harrison, Adrien Broner. You know, Adrien Broner has been complaining for a minute now. Jermell and Jermall Charlo, David Benavidez, and a host of other fighters have complained about not being able to get fight dates. With Fox not renewing their contract with the PBC, and Showtime not paying for any more PBC fights, this leaves fighters begging Al Haymon to do something. Hell, even Floyd Mayweather, Money Mayweather, like I said before, even Floyd Mayweather is fighting again. Albeit he's fighting in exhibition matches, but he's still making money as a retired fighter from the sport of boxing. By doing what? Fighting. One of the bosses of the PBC, Floyd Money Mayweather, is boxing on DAZN for his next fight. Think about that. He's fighting on DAZN for his next exhibition match. Think about that. Tank was the only star that Floyd Mayweather had on his roster. I've always said this before, that Mayweather Promotions, they have one bullet left in that rest-ass 38. And that bullet has left the chamber. That silver bullet by the name of Gervonta Tank Davis. And if Wilder's latest pay-per-view numbers are an indication as what is to come, then these fighters might have to start trying to find another home where they can fight at. If they want to survive today's boxing market. Today's boxing market is changing. Streaming and the people have spoken, right? If Tank leaves to PBC and Showtime altogether, then that only leaves Deontay Wilder and Errol Spence as the only star fighters at the PBC. There's no other stars that you can name. Jermell and Jermall Charlo are not stars. They're, we already know that. They're just average fighters. They're good fighters, but they're just average in the boxing market. They don't have that marquee value. We know that. There's only a few fighters that have marquee value in boxing. Let's just be real. And I tell you guys, there's Canelo, there's Anthony Joshua, there's Canelo, those two guys, and then there's everybody else. Maybe next under them will be Tyson Fury. Got to put Tyson Fury in the mix there now. Tyson Fury's selling out stadiums. He's doing that. You can't take that from him. I don't know about Usyk. Usyk got the bag with Joshua. So you got Joshua, Canelo, Fury, and then you have everybody else. And then the women, you can't talk about then the women's doing their thing. Clarissa Shields, Savannah Marshall, they broke the record over there and they sold out the O2 Arena. True. So, as I said before, I guess Eddie Hearn was right when he made the hit song, Ain't No Sunshine When Tank's Gone. What do you guys think about Gervonta Davis saying that he needs to take his talents elsewhere? And what should the fighters at the PBC do if they can't get any fight dates? Phone lines is open, 530-494-9636. Let's open up the phone line. As a matter of fact, hold on. No. I don't want to open up the phone lines yet. I'm going to open them up in a minute. Give me about 5 more minutes. We're going to open up these phone lines. Give me about 5 more minutes. Let me get to the super chat first. Let's get to the super chat first. Shout out to Drew.
Hey, okay.
Dropping that $2. Bam, super chat on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
Drew, what to say? He said they better call Eddie or Uncle Bob. Hey man, I don't know what it is, man. I don't know what it is, bro. I don't know what it is, but it is what it is. Where there's smoke, there's fire. Remember, Adrien Broner came out with a video not too long ago. He was talking about, man, the dire straits that's going on, over there. And he said, man, we about to be fighting on Twitter. You know, when Adrien Broner speaks, a lot of people try to brush him off, but because they because they're so pro, they're so pro PBC that these guys, like a lot of these content creators on YouTube and these subscribers, they went all in on this myth of Wakanda. They went all in on the Wakanda myth. The PBC, the pro-black, with all the black fighters, millionaires. Al Haymon is black. You know, he's looking out for all the black fighters, and they living in mansions with suicide doors. Now, only to come to find out that, according to sources, he's just like Bob Arum or Eddie Hearn, or those other guys. The myth of vibranium. You know, ain't nobody over there complaining. Whew, Lord have mercy, slow as hell. Drew said they better call Eddie or Uncle Bob. Ain't nobody complaining, huh? Shout out to my sister Food Revolution. Salute to you, sis. Let's give everybody a round of applause. Ain't nobody complaining, huh? Okay, ain't nobody complaining. That's what they say. Now, some of you fighters are going to have to do what our good brother Deontay Wilder is doing. Shout out to the Bomb Squad.
To this day.
Really though.
True, true, true.
Shout out to the Bomb Squad Nation, man. Salute to the Bomb Squad Nation. Now, a lot of you guys may have to do what my good brother, our good brother Deontay Wilder is doing. Our good brother Deontay Wilder is a multimillionaire. He done made a whole lot of money. And Wilder is diversifying his portfolio. What do I mean by that? Coach, what do you mean, looking at my notes, what do you mean about Deontay Wilder is diversifying his new portfolio? Hold on, let me see something. I got something I need to show, man. I got something I need to show, because this dude right here is hilarious. Shout out to Two Tone, the superstar. I love his reaction. I love Two Tone's, the superstar's reaction to this video. Sound like Two Tone hating. Two Tone, the superstar, if you see this video, I'm going to have to label you a hater, my brother. I'm going to have to label you a Deontay Wilder hater, my brother. You hating on the Bronze Bomber because you don't have the vocal cords that our brother Deontay Wilder has. He can sing, he can rap, and he can dance. We know this. You see what I'm saying? And our good brother Deontay Wilder is showing a softer side of himself. And you guys hating. So it ain't gonna be no Bomb Squad hating over here today. Really though.
To this day.
Yes, sir. Shout out to Drew.
Hey, okay.
For dropping that $2. Bam, super chat on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
You say Tank wishing he signed that DAZN deal now. I mean, I don't know, man. I think Tank doing well financially, but I think they might be second guessing some things. Shout out to Baltimore Rats.
Hey, okay.
Dropping that $2. Bam, super chat on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
Baltimore Rats said, you seen John Boxing? I don't know who John Boxing is. You say John Boxing was dissing you, saying you're a PBC hater. Sir, I'm not even gonna lie to you, Baltimore Rats. I don't know who John Boxing is, sir. I wish that brother much success. And Baltimore Rats, do me a favor. Don't never come over here and tell me what another nigga saying about me. I don't care what another nigga is saying about me. You get what I'm saying? It's not important to me what another nigga say about Coach Malachi Williams on YouTube. I don't give a fuck about none of these niggas. So just to let you know, my brother, in the future, don't never come over here and tell me about what another nigga saying about me, because I really don't care. These niggas are not important to me in my life.
True, true, true.
As long as they talking about me. As long as they talk about me, right? But I don't give two fucks what another nigga saying. Shout out to my dog Baltimore Rat. Salute to you, fam. Yeah, I'll give a damn what a nigga talking about. Shit. Anyways, he's entitled to his opinion. He's entitled to his opinion. All I know is, goddamn it, we're gonna make it do what it do. Now, all this hate. Now let's look. Now this brother right here. Now, Two Tone the superstar. I like this dude. This Two Tone the superstar is funny. He's a funny brother. He's a funny brother. Very entertaining, man. The brother funny as hell, man. But listen, we're not gonna be doing no hating. Listen to my dog, the Bronze Bomber. And let's see what we got. My bad. I thought that. Hold on. I thought I had it hooked up. I guess I don't have it hooked up. My bad, y'all. My bad, y'all. I thought I had it. Thought I had it hooked up. What the hell? What is it doing? Why is it hooked up here? Shouldn't be hooked up there. All right, there we go. There we go. Sorry about that, dog. Two-tone over there. Listen. Bro. Hold on, guys. Hold on. All that motherfucking hating. You ain't gonna be hating. You ain't gonna be hating, man. It ain't gonna be no hating. It ain't gonna be no hating. My dog. Shut up, man. Let's get a Bronx Squad round of applause. This motherfucker hating, man. They hating on Twitter. They hating on Twitter. They hating on Twitter and everything, right? All this tweet hating. I don't like the tweet hating. I don't like the tweet hating. All this tweet hating. Let's go ahead and hear before I drop the phone lines. Before I drop the phone line, let's sit right here and listen to this here, man. Okay. Okay. Okay.
Let's get in the groove.
Okay. Hey.
What you got to lose, baby?
Hey.
It's to me and you, baby. Every time I'm around,
Hey.
girl, you make my mood change.
Yes, sir.
And every time I'm around, the head like every night.
What is that?
Oh,
Shut
man.
the fuck up, bro. That shit trash, nigga. It's trash. Period.
What the?
Trash.
Hating.
Fucking trash.
Hating.
Deontay, you are the bronze bomber Wilder. We ain't got time for you to be making mid-Afro beat songs.
It's hate. All this hate.
T'Challa from Wakanda is rolling in his grave right now. Rest in peace. He did not die for you to be making mid-Beanie Man songs. Deontay, do you think we got time for this when you have to go ahead and fight Usyk?
It's hate.
You think you could be Andy Ruiz with dropping this trash? And I say that respectfully.
All
What
this
are
hate.
you doing, Deontay?
All this hate.
What's going on over there at the PBC, man?
Hey, man.
They said we ain't.
Hey.
Y'all about to lose Showtime, Fox. Y'all ain't got money over there. Did Al Haymon say, Deontay, you better get in that studio, bro? You better get in that lab and try to make you a hit record, because we ain't the pay-per-view buys is down 89-75%. They just down. You might as well get in the studio trying to catch you one of these music bags. What's going on at the PBC? They got y'all in the booth making mid trash. Oh Lord child, Lord child.
This nigga hate.
child.
He hate.
You have devastating power. One of the best knockout percentages of all time, if not the best knockout percentage. And you up in the studio. Who recorded this? Who recorded this? Which engineer pressed play on this? You need to be fired. And I say that this is mustard.
Musty energy.
You need to.
You smoke crack, don't you? You smoke crack, don't you?
Oh, Lord have mercy, boy. Boy, look here, man. Look here, man. Bro, all this hate. Now, all this hate. Listen, man. But, this don't make no sense.
True.
Man, they got, look here, man. Listen, look here, man. The Bronze Bomber, it went in the studio and dropped the track. He went in the studio, he's singing, he using an auto-tune, he can rap, he can dance. You know, the dude, he's a knockout artist. And listen, man, this brother sitting there hating on Deontay.
True.
And then he said the track was trash. That sounded fine to me, though. It sounded pretty good to me. So I'm just it sounded pretty good to me. That's all I'm saying. You know, it sound like something. It sound like, you know what I mean? He sound like a little bit of Maxwell mixed with a little bit of Marvin Gaye. I heard Maxwell mixed with a little bit of Marvin Gaye in there. What y'all heard? I heard Maxwell mixed with a little bit of Marvin Gaye. That's what I heard.
True.
Anyway, man, it is what it is, man. Let's get in. Let's do this. Now, let's look at this thumbnail, because I don't want nobody. Tank did delete the tweet. Tank did delete the tweet. You know what he does? He'll drop a tweet, then he'll delete it. We know this. Shout out to Baltimore Rags.
Hey, okay.
Dropping that quarter of a bam dub on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
You say AB and Wilder need to collab. Auto-tune can't say that, boy. As a matter of fact, man, look here, man. You know what? That'll be a good idea, though. That'll be a good idea. You go ahead and get my dog AB in there. You go ahead and get AB in the mix, man. You know AB know how to make it do what it do.
Turn around.
Hey, that'll be tight. You get Wilder and AB and that bitch shit, man. Shit, AB. That's my dog AB. Shout out to me and my main man Retro Boss in the documentary. Shout out to Lady Shan Dunham season. Shout out to Food Revolution. The one Mr. Ham. Shout out to you, fam. Knockdown 305 and everybody at Volvo Ranch. L. Harvey. You know what I mean? Jaime Rivera. Look here, man. I heard Maxwell mixed with a little bit of Marvin Gaye. That's what I heard.
True.
Hey, with a sprinkle of Shaba ranks. Shaba, I heard a little bit of Shaba in there too. You see what I'm saying? That's what I heard. I don't know what y'all heard, but that's what I heard. See what I'm saying? So, you know what I mean? There would not be any Bronze Bomber hate today. There would not be any Bronze Bomber hate today. Now let's get into the show. Phone line. Hold on. Let me do this, and I'm gonna open up the phone line. Let's get them lights up, man. Let's get them lights up. How many lights we got? God damn, man. Like we be shooting better than a broke dick dog over here when it comes to these lights, boy. God damn, boy. Let me see what's up. What we got? Oh, I gotta read my super chat. We got 167 likes. We got almost 500 people in here and less than 200 likes. This is unacceptable, people. This is unacceptable. This is unacceptable. Oh, I got that one. Let me get the other super chat out of the way. All this hating, man. All this hating. Y'all just mad because y'all can't get in the studio. Some of you dudes selling Nick sacks for studio time.
True.
Hey, some of you dudes who be on the internet right now arguing 60-40, 70-30, 80-20, sign the contract. Nigga, I'm gonna pull up. Shut up. You come to Chicago. Where you at? I better not see you at the fights. I'm gonna do A, B, C, and D. As a matter of fact, I got shooters, homie. You got some content creators. They always yelling, calling you bitch ass nigga, and say they got shooters. I ain't shot nobody yet. I ain't seen nobody yet. I ain't met nobody yet. But boy, behind that camera and that microphone, boy, they talk with so much vigor. Boy, goddamn it, boy, I got you in the scope. Everybody in the scope. How many people we got in here? We got 480 people in here. I'm shooting at all y'all. Shut up. Say it again. Yeah.
True.
Tell like my brother Blood Boston said, ain't none of these niggas no street dudes. Street dudes ain't on the internet. Now the retired guys are, but it's real street dudes ain't on the internet threatening people behind avatars in all caps. You niggas in the house, broke, ain't got no money, and the closest thing to a gangster you're ever going to get is watching Menace to Society. That's about as far as that's going to go. Shout out to Jaden. Dropping that 179. Bam, pound on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
He said, imagine if AJ did this. LDBC would be on them bad. It is what it is. Jaime Rivera, what did you say, fam? You say those shooters. Yeah. You know, it is what it is, man. It is what it is. You know what I mean? Don't come over here talking no street shit to me. I don't want to hear it. If you ask for so goddamn Menace to Society, if you old dog on Menace to Society, goddamn it, why you over here? You know what I mean? Let's go. So, Coach, you making this up. You lying, man. Tank ain't do none of this. As you can see, this is Gervonta Tank Davis' Twitter page. One thing about me, boy, if I say something, that's what it is. If I say something, that's what it is. If I say something, I'm going to always have the receipts. One thing my detractors would never say, they'll never say I'm lying. They'll call me every name in the book, don't like me. It doesn't matter to me. But guess what? At 3 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, the ass going to be right over here watching me. And these are the facts.
True.
This is Gervonta Tank Davis on Twitter feed. Gervonta Davis, you can see this is the check. Anybody was on Twitter? No, everybody got screenshots of this. He said, yeah. He said, yay, they playing games. You can just imagine who they is. He said, I need to take my talents elsewhere. This is what he said right here. And then he deleted the tweets shortly after. The guy, this brother right here at the bottom, he said, you must be hurting Leonard Ellerbe, Booger Ray Leonard over here to the left. You must be hurting my dog Booger Ray with these tweets. The guy goes real hard to defend someone not signing him. So Leonard Ellerbe, if you're on Twitter, Leonard Ellerbe talks, he talks highly of Tank and he defends Tank. And Leonard Ellerbe does a lot of lying and stuff on Twitter. Talks about how, Leonard, this is what get me about Leonard Ellerbe. And then, but before I go to Leonard Ellerbe, let's do this. Leonard Ellerbe always says on Twitter, if you follow him on Twitter, this is what he said. He said, you guys ain't nothing but Twitter. You guys on Twitter and social media and YouTubers, you guys don't know nothing, yada, 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 yada. All the thing you guys do all day is make videos and be in chats and stuff like that. Leonard Ellerbe, you are doing the exact same thing, sir. Leonard Ellerbe, you have a net worth of $10 million, but every day, all throughout the day, what are you doing? You are on Twitter arguing and debating with other people on Twitter. How are you going to diss people who are on Twitter, giving their opinion, diss people who are on YouTube, giving their opinion, saying that they ain't nobody, you guys are beneath me, you guys don't know what you're talking about, while at the same time being on the same platform, Twitter, arguing, debating with people who you say that are beneath you. Make it make sense. True. Make it make sense. Nigga, if I had a net worth of $10 million, do you think I'd be on Twitter arguing, debating with somebody? But guess what? Booger Ray, boy, you got a whole lot of time on your hands, boy. That silver bullet that's left, that rusty S38. True. As a matter of fact, Eddie Hurd did say ain't no sunshine when Tank's gone. So this dude right here said, you must be hurting Leonard Ellerbe with these tweets. The guy goes real hard to defend someone not signed to him. Gervonta Tank Davis says right here at the bottom, let me go ahead and put it up. What did he say? He said, I'm not signed to them anymore, so I can't talk about them. Lord have mercy. He said he's not signed to them, so he can't talk about them. Now, I don't know, does he have a non-disparagement clause in his contract, meaning he can't say anything about them? Does he mean that? Or does he mean he's just not going to talk about them? We don't know. And I don't think nobody from Baltimore knows neither, right? But it is what it is. And as a matter of fact, since Tank has left, you see what I'm saying? Since he left, and Booger Ray is looking kind of sad, my dog Booger Ray is looking kind of sad on this picture. Let's dedicate this song to my dog Booger Ray. Shout out to editor Hitman Hurd.
Sunshine when Tank's gone.
I'll smack the shit out in front of everybody.
Only dark times for you.
I mean, just throw Haney's name in the hat. There is no fucking hat.
Ain't no sunshine when Tank's gone.
I don't play them type of games.
Leonard Ellerbe, why you always talking about me?
Didn't you fucking learn your lesson from that? With AJ?
Ain't no sunshine when Tank's gone.
I'll knock that motherfucking hole out. Period.
Only dark times for you.
There ain't no hats to throw nothing in here. We're running a fucking business.
Ain't no sunshine when Tank's gone.
You fucking idiot.
Leonard Ellerbe, why you always talking about?
Phone lines open, 530-494-9636. Let's talk about it. Shout out to Conference Arena in the building. Shout out to my main man, Retro Boston documentary. Shout out to Ivo Dave. Shout out to Darren. Shout out to Clint Adams. Shout out to Ruben Gutierrez. It is what it is, man. The bag has left the building. Shout out to my main man, Ron Boy Fresh in the building. The bag has left the building. My dog Booger Ray, let me tell you something now. You're going to have to now. You said you got stars. As a matter of fact, and I think this is why you didn't have nothing to say on this interview. Hold on. Phone lines is open, man. 530-494-9636. Let's get them lights up, man. We're going to open up the phone lines early. So it is what it is. Phone lines is open, man. Let me go ahead and do this. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Hey, Ivo Dave from California. How you doing, Coach?
Ivo Dave from Cali. Talk to me.
I from a point of view, I hope this is true, but I remember during the build-up to the Rolly Romero fight, this is my last fight. So I've heard this song and dance before. So I feel like, from a point of view, I feel like this is like a publicity stunt, if I'm going to be 100% honest with you. I hope it's true, because I think there are opportunities for him.
It might be. It's a possibility. It's a strong possibility that could be it. But assuming that what he's saying is true in these tweets, and he deleted the tweets literally 10 minutes after he posted them. So I think the reason he does that, he puts it out there to voice his frustration. But what do you think about him saying that they are playing games and that he needs to take his talent somewhere else? What do you think about that?
Man, hey, I think that's I hope it's good. He has talent. Like I'm not gonna take. He's 27 years old. He's about to hit it. He's in his prime. He has talent, and if there's opportunities, like bro, if Floyd Mayweather can go find the zone, so can you.
Shout out to Monica.
If you know you cannot fight because your promoter says only in-house fights, and you are tired and you want to go somewhere else, there is a lot of good fights at 135 and 140 and just etc. So I hope to God this is true, because if it is true, then maybe we'll actually get a good fight. Maybe I'll actually see Tank versus someone who has a resume outside of who has like a good resume. What do
you before I let you go, what do you think about our good brother Deontay Wilder going in the studio and potentially having a platinum hit on his hands with the new song he made? What do you think about that?
Hey, little Deontay is going to release the next big thing. I can see it, man. He's a jack of all trades, master of none, but hey, he's a knockout artist. He's a goddamn rap sensational star. I love it.
All right. Well,
I support Deontay Wilder.
Shout out to Albo Day. Salute. That's right. Shout out to Albo Day, man. Yeah, we ain't doing no bomb squad hating over here, man. We ain't doing no bomb squad hating. Now, some of y'all in the chat is saying that this song may go triple wood. Some of you in the chat may say this song is going to go quadruple aluminum. You know what I mean? Some of y'all, but we ain't doing no hating today. You see what I'm saying? Nice video. I think some of y'all, again, some of you dudes on YouTube right now who be threatening people online, you selling Nick Sacks for studio time. They're be selling Nick Sacks. They're selling Nick Sacks for studio time at their baby mama house. Man, come on when I blow up, baby. When I blow up. She like, baby, listen, I've been with you all this time and we ain't had no money. I've been on Section 8. I've been on Section 8 for 7 years now. I'm trying to get off Section 8. And every time I get my welfare check, I take half of it and I invest into your rap career. I pay for your studio time. I pay for your weed and stuff like that with your homeboys. I even bought that ragged ass PlayStation, that PS. I even bought you a PS3 because I can't afford the PS5. I even bought you a bootleg, or she bought him a bootleg PS5. I even bought that. And baby, you come on now. We got to get out of this high crime rate neighborhood. And you ain't did nothing yet. Baby, I'm telling you, this the song, this the one right here. I need some more studio time. Like, bro, like literally, these are the dudes that's online yelling, talking about sign the contract, 60-40, 70-30, 80-20, take whatever we give you. These guys. True. These guys. So this is why probably Booger Ray was looking kind of worried when they asked him, who's the next big star at Mayweather Promotions?
And who's the next big star under Mayweather Promotions?
Ooh, we have quite a few young guns, as I say, and I don't want to leave any names out, but we have a great roster of young talent, and we've been very selective about what we're doing, again, because when you have, an abundance of fighters, it's hard to kind of focus on. When a big fight is to be made, it has to make sense for both sides. No promoter or company is going to put their guy in an event with everything to lose and nothing to gain, especially when we talking about this. You know what I'm saying?
Interesting.
Yeah, man, y'all. That's all I'm saying, B. As Jules was saying, ring IQ. All I'm saying, B, is this here, boy. Shake like booty meat over there, boy. True. Shake like booty meat over there. That's all I'm saying, dog. When they go to talk about something, god damn, God, what the fuck is asking me about the star? Who's the next big star that you have over there, Mayweather Promotions? God damn, what the fuck that nigga asked me that shit? Oh my gosh, Floyd. Oh my long goddamn it, Floyd. Goddamn, I'm gonna have to start back doing massages again. Oh shit, Tank has left the building. I'm Floyd. It does a reason now, sources say. I don't know how true this is, so I have to preface this by sources say. Sources say that the reason why Floyd Mayweather is back doing exhibition matches is because the money looking funny over there. That's what they say. I don't know how true that is now. I don't have any actual facts on that, guys. I'm just being honest. I don't have any actual facts on that, guys, but sources say that, the reason why, hey, man, can't nobody get no fight dates over there. But Floyd Mayweather, I think he's on his third or fourth fight this year. I think this is his third exhibition match. And Floyd told you right here. Shout out the Money Mate. Shout out the Money Mate. Because Floyd said it. Floyd said that they mad at me. He said why they mad at him. He said why they mad at him. Right? And I think that, and this is why I say a lot of these fighters, they have shot themselves in the foot. They have shot themselves in the foot, dog, because there's a lot of things that they could have been doing, right? But the shit ain't looking good, buddy. You know, the coach, you hating. Am I hating? Am I hating? Okay, let's look at the facts. You know, the facts and the truth is looked upon as hate in today's time. So let's look and see. Let's look and see. Let's look and see, am I hating? Let's look at the schedule, guys. Let's look at the schedule, guys. Let's look at the schedule. Let's look at the fight schedule. See what's up. Ooh, say what, say what, say what. Yeah, you know, I'm thinking about going in the studio myself. Deontay Wilder has inspired me to go back in the studio. I want to record my famous track that I made on this show. Half on a Nick sack. All of these Wakanda niggas mad as hell. I heard that Wakanda. Smoking on a Nick sag. I think, you know what? I think I can go at least gold. I think I can go gold with that one, right? You know, I'm going to sing it. I'm going to rap it. You know what I mean? Now, sources say I sound like Ralph Tresvant mixed with a little bit of I'll Be Sure.
True.
Sources say I sound like Ralph Tresvant mixed with a little bit of I'll Be Sure. You see what I'm saying? Sources say. And I can hear that. 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 I think I can at least go gold and you know what? As a matter of fact, fuck it. I think I'm thinking too small. I think I can go platinum in the hood. I can go platinum in the hood. Half on a Nick sack. Put a nice beat on there, a nice tune on it. You see what I'm saying? Have some tenor rollers in the video. Have some broke Nick. I'm gonna have some real Nick sack selling niggas in the video too. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Look here, Tenoroni. Come holler at me. That nigga over there is broke as hell. Smoking on the Nick sack. He got that Reggie, knowing goddamn well he can't hold it steady. He's playing PS, his PS5 with his homeboys, barely staying alive. He's broke as hell, wanna threaten me. Behind that keyboard, he say he got some shooters, G. You know what I mean? That's just a freestyle right there, freestyle.
True,
you know what I mean? I can freestyle the track. The old boy can freestyle the track. Shout out to Jose. Hey, okay. Put up in that quarter of a bam, dub on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Hey. Marta King boxing, I see you hating, talking about some coach, keep your day job. Yeah, you been hating on, you know what I noticed, Marta King? You been hating on the old boy. You been hating on my vocal skills for a minute now. You been hating on my vocals for a minute now. As soon as Bobby Brown lead New Edition, Ralph told me to keep the phone open. They're gonna call me up to come on tour with the rest of New Edition. And what to say, fam, he say, hopefully it's true. I think Tank is realizing that he's almost 30 and TMT won't go anywhere. I don't know, man. I don't know, man. You know what I mean? I don't know. He said Taco sounded like Akon. I'm just saying, though, right? I'm just saying. And you know what? We got them 60-40, 70-30, 80-20 contracts over here, too. Take whatever we give you. You see what I'm saying? Take whatever we give you. You know what I mean? It is what it is. But let's look at this fight schedule. And guess what? I don't need no auto-tune either. Now, let's look at the fight schedule. Let's look at Showtime. Let's see what Showtime got. Showtime has Jake Paul. They have Jake Paul and Anderson Silva coming up. When is that coming up? October the 29th, this weekend at Cruiserweight. And then they have David Morrell. David Morrell, I think he's with the PBC, but I don't know who his promoter is. Is his promoter Samson? I think his promoter is Samson. I'm not sure. So Showtime, who put on most of PBC fights, they have David Morrell and Adios. Aidos. They have Aidos over here, not Adios. Sorry, I'm thinking about Spanish. Aidos over here. So they got David Morrell, Aidos. Okay, they're fighting on Showtime. David Morrell is an up-and-coming fighter. They're fighting on in the Armory. Okay, let's look and see what we have on Sky Sports. On Sky Sports, they have Natasha Jonas and Marie Eve. Okay, Natasha Jonas and Marie Eve. We have Adam Azim and Ryan Charlton. Okay, let's see what they have left over. Let's go to Fox Sports. Right. There are no events scheduled for Fox. There are no fight dates on Fox. We know the PBC primarily uses what channels? They use Fox and Showtime. There's nothing else for the rest of the year over there with these two networks. Let's go to ESPN. What ESPN has, right? ESPN has Guido. They have Guido Vianello, and they have Jay McFarland. Okay, they have Vasily Lomachenko and Jaime Ortiz, or Jermaine Ortiz. You know what I mean, so to speak. I'm talking about Jaime Rivera, and then they have Kenshiro versus Hiroto. This has to be in Japan. Yeah, this is in Japan. This is on ESPN, and then November the 12th, ESPN has Janabek, and they have Denzel Bentley, right? I think all of these are top ranked fights, and then they have Tyson Fury and Derek Chisora fighting up December the 3rd. Tyson Fury, Derek Chisora. A lot of people say they don't even want to see that fight, but I see that fight is selling well in the UK, so apparently they want to see it. So this is BT Sports, Queensberry in a top rank, because Tyson Fury has 2 promoters that he has to pay. And then December the 10th, they have Michael Conlon versus Kareem, all right? December the 13th, they have Inoue versus Paul Butler. This is for Undisputed. So ESPN has a full schedule for the rest of the year. Let's go to the Zone. Let's see what the Zone has. The Zone has Jojo Diaz versus William Cepeda. They have Katie Taylor versus Karen Elizabeth. They have Kenshiro versus Hiroto, and I think that's in Japan as well. And then this is the Zone. Yeah, this is the Zone. And then they have Dimitri Bivol versus Zerto Ramirez. November the 12th, they have Montana Love versus Stevie Spark. November the 19th, they have Hasim Rahman Jr. versus Victor Belfort. They have November the 26th, they have Dillian White versus Jermaine Franklin. December the 10th, they have Josh Warrington versus Luis Alberto Lopez. And this is what they have so far. So the Zone has a full fight schedule. ESPN has a full fight schedule. Let's go to BT Sports. BT Sports has Anthony Yard versus to be announced. They have Zach Parker versus John Ryder. They have Tyson Fury versus Derek Chisora. That's the BT Sports. We know that. And all of that's December the 3rd, November the 26th, November the 19th. In other, let's go to other. Other is this is Sonny Edwards versus Felix Alvarado. It's hard for me to speak because I had this Invisalign in my mouth, so I can't pronounce my words properly, guys. Please forgive me. And then on the Zone, they have Fight TV. They got it on Fight TV, but it's going to be on the Zone as well. Floyd Mayweather versus DG Olatunji, right? I think the Zone have rights for this as well. This is on their website. This is on their website as well. Then they have November the 26th, they have Regis Prograis versus Jose Cepeda. And then they have Troy Williamson versus Josh Kelly. So that's on Channel 5. So, man, I would have thought Showtime would have had more fight dates than that. They only have 2 so far. And Fox doesn't have any more for the year so far. So, we'll see, man. We'll see how this works out. We'll see how this works out. You know, there's a lot of fighters can't get fight dates, and because I don't know what it is, man. I think Tank might have a point. Tank might have a Tank. If Tank can't get the fights he want, and he left Floyd Mayweather, so it's obvious that he wants those fights. I'm assuming he wants those fights. He left Floyd Mayweather. So let's see. Let's go to the Zone. He left Floyd Mayweather, so I'm thinking that my damn neck hurting. My damn neck is hurting, man. Let me see. What's her name? Let's see. DG. What's her name? Dingy. Let's see. Here you go right here. Here you go right here. He's fighting on Fight TV as well as the Zone. It says right here, the Zone have it on their page. It say MF Mayweather, I guess MF and the Zone. Woo, Lord hammers. I don't show that. Oh, the Zone don't play, boy. They don't want you showing their shit now. Said they have Mayweather versus DG. The best ever fights on the Zone pay-per-view November the 13th. So it's on Fight TV and the Zone. The boss, one of the bosses of Floyd Mayweather, is fighting on the Zone, as well as Fight TV. Interesting. Let me blow it up so you guys can see it. I want about, oh nigga, you lying, coach, you lying. Cause I know how these guys are. These were kind of niggas. I say Mayweather versus DG, the best ever fights on DAZN pay-per-view November 13th. YouTube star faces his toughest challenge to date, coming up against pound for pound boxing icon Floyd Mayweather in Dubai. Immerse yourself in all of the action as one of the biggest crossover fights in history arrives on DAZN pay-per-view. Now, the question I have is this: will the other fighters on PBC be allowed to do what Floyd Mayweather is doing and get some of that Arab money, that overseas money? Because one of the bosses, one of the investors, one of the partners, Al Haymon's partner, Floyd Mayweather, he's a retired fighter, but he's fighting more than the fighters who are active on the PBC. So if he can go get the bag, shouldn't the other guys be allowed to go get the bag as well? He said, I'm old school. I just signed Tank to fight Megan. He said, what'd you say, Megan? Okay. M3 Gene? Okay, all right. He say laughing out loud. If you don't know, pull up to the movie theater. All right, listen. All I'm saying is this, fam. The other fighters, 22 more likes. The rest of the fighters at the PBC should be allowed to get their bag as well. Why is it that Floyd Mayweather is the only PBC fighter that's allowed? And he's the boss of the PBC. Him and Al Haymon are partners. What did he say? He say, again, when you hear Al Haymon, you hear me. Is if you're doing business with Al, you're doing business with me. Me and Al is 50-50, he didn't say 50-50 partner. He said, but we are partners. So, nothing goes on at the PBC without me knowing about it. So I think that they should be allowed to get their bag. If you can't get fight dates, man, you better go talk to them Arabs over there, man. Floyd talking to the Arabs. And getting that Arab money. Why Tank Davis can't be allowed to get some of that Arab money? Why Jermall Charlo can't be allowed to get some of that Arab money? Why Jermell Charlo can't be allowed to get some of that Arab money? No, I'm not Arab. We talking about Arab. Arab. Why they can't get none of that Arab money? True. You get what I'm saying? You feel me? You feel anybody feel where I'm coming from? Hey, Swat Jones. You feel me, Swat Jones? Why? You get what I'm saying? Why they can't get none of that Arab money? ABE says on Floyd runs PBC. I don't know if he's running or not. All I do know is ain't nobody checking Floyd saying that he's wrong about anything he's saying. True. Floyd was the one that told us in July, and he told us October the 7th that the Terrence Crawford and Errol Spence fight would not be happening. It'll happen maybe later on down the line. He said that, and guess what? We ain't got no fight. True. Ain't nobody at the PBC checking him. Sam Watson ain't come out and say, hey, you know what, man? Floyd lying. He's just using hyperbole. He's not a partner. He's not a partner with PBC. He doesn't know what he's talking about these fighters. See, there ain't nobody coming out checking Floyd. Al Haymon ain't saying nothing. He don't talk. Nobody has came out and said, man, Floyd don't know what he's talking about. He lying. Nobody at the PBC. When Floyd talks, guess what? Everybody radio silent over there. True. Fact of the matter is, Floyd been right the whole time. So, it is what it is. So when you have one of the bosses at the PBC fighting on the zone, an app that they called Bob Arum said it was the dead zone, and an app that Booger Ray Leonard said don't nobody know anything about, that tells you everything you need to know. True. Yeah, man, tell you everything you need to know, dog. Tell you everything you need to know. That's all I'm saying, fam. That's all I'm saying. Floyd Mayweather's fighting on the zone his next fight. Rob Unique said Crawford and Spence are both ducks. I don't get how Crawford and Spence are both ducks when this one get me. Someone please call in and explain this to me. If you have, as a matter of fact, I hate doing this again. But y'all must have forgot. Yep, y'all must have forgot. Rud Jones, man, y'all know I always play that on my show. Rud Jones Jr., man, y'all must have forgot, man. Y'all must have forgot. Let's go. Let's go to like I said before. Let's go to Mr. Like I said before. We have a plethora of fighters over here at Mayweather Promotions in the BBC. We're like one big happy family. Let's go over there, man. Let's go over here. Let's go to my dog, Mr. Like I said before. And it's riddle me this, Batman. Riddle me this.
all the buzz right now is on this Spence Crawford fight, but it hasn't happened yet. So
you know, it's crazy. I mean, remember, somebody threw it out there. I don't know who threw it out there. I'm not here to throw nobody under the bus. They keep on saying this fight is going to happen, and once again, this fight may happen, but further down the future. They said the fight was going to happen in November.
What is that?
Yep, November 19th, I think.
November 19th. So that's basically almost we'll say, but a month away. Okay, a little bit over a month away.
Clap
Okay?
back.
6 weeks, whatever. Right? No press tour.
No.
No press conference at all.
No.
Spence didn't post about it.
Spence didn't post about it. And once again, I do not own the rights to this material. It's for education purposes only. I do not own the rights to this material. It's for education purposes only. It is what it is. Throw it up. Let's throw it the W. When I heard this beat, I felt like throwing up the W. Yay, yay. They're gonna be like, man, I saw that old bitch ass nigga. He over there throwing up gang signs. He's a hoe. He's a bitch. I swear to God, though, I can't stand a hoe ass nigga called Malachi. He over there throwing up gang signs. But guess what? They can't argue with these receipts.
Didn't post about it. So please stop listening to these inaccurate writers.
Shout out to Food Revolution.
Writing about things that they don't know about. And we spoke about this before. Well, how do you know this and how do you know that?
What?
Once again,
explain, Floyd.
Me and Al Haymon is business partners.
What?
Me and Al Haymon speak every day.
Come again, say what?
So no one can say I'm with Floyd Mayweather, but I'm not with Al Haymon.
Come again, say
no one
what?
can say I'm with Al Haymon, but I'm not with Floyd Mayweather.
Come again, say what?
One. So if you see the Mayweather Promotions banner or you see the PBC banner, know that.
What is that?
It got something to do with Mayweather.
Oh, now this is what Floyd Mayweather said. Now, listening to this, someone please tell me, how can you say Terrence Crawford is ducking Errol Spence and Errol Spence is ducking Terrence Crawford when the boss of the PBC, one of the bosses of the PBC, told you October the 3rd that this fight is not going to happen? True. Guess what? Ain't nobody gonna call and answer that question. You know why they ain't gonna call and answer that question? Because, boy, guess what? They would get bodied. Any YouTube channel. Just call into the show and explain it to me. I can't say that you're ducking work when the boss sent you, when the boss tell you, hey, man, this fight ain't happening. He told you it wasn't happening October the 3rd. This ain't gonna happen. That's what he said, right? Isn't that what he said? Guess what? We ain't got no fight. True. Shout out to Jason Mones, this bitch ass nigga here. Jason Mones, you's a bitch. Didn't I block you? He say Floyd feels entitled a lot. He talked too much. Jason Mones, this must be a different account. If you go to trolling, your ass getting blocked. Moderators, don't block him. If he go to trolling, get his ass up out of here. Because Jason Mones, I don't like you at all. I want you to be a good boy and sit your bitch ass up and listen. Shout out to Magic Keybox. He say, Coach, is Floyd testing the waters with the zone to see the international potential that PBC is not capable of bringing in? I have no idea. Major Key. I don't know what's going on. Some rando, what'd you say? He said, Coach running out of the body bags and toe tag. Yeah. It's hard, boy. It's hard in the yard, boy. It's hard in the yard. See, you can yell and scream. You can yell and scream in the microphone all you want about Terrence Crawford or Errol Spence. Guess what? Your ass can't get around this. You can't get around what I just played. Can anybody?
No. It's crazy. I mean, remember, somebody threw it out there. I don't know who threw it out there. And I'm not here to throw nobody under the bus.
This is wasn't
so saying this fight is going to happen. And once again, this fight may happen, but further down the future.
That's what he said. That video came out October the 3rd, 3 weeks ago. So what you saying? Remember that song by EPMD? They made a song called, so what you saying? Drop the album. He said, I dropped the album Strictly Business and they thought it would fold. 30 days later, the LP went gold. So what you saying? True. This shit too easy. Jaime Rivera, salute to Jaime Rivera. He said, Coach be killing the fanboys too easy. Yeah, it's too easy. No competition. They won't even call into the show. Phone lines over, man. We got over 300. That's good. Let's see if we get to 400. We had over 600. I guess a lot of the fanboys ran off. They were like, man, goddamn, that goddamn truth pill. And I tell you guys, the truth pill is very hard to swallow when it doesn't fit the narrative.
True.
See, I'm not gonna argue with a nigga online. I'm gonna just hit you with receipts. Number, the phone line is at the bottom of the screen, 530-494-9636, 530-494-9636. UK calls, 4420-3769, 8745. It is what it is. We're going to make it do what it do. I tell you what. This what I will say. If anybody have trouble getting some fights, I got one for old pussy ass nigga. What's going on, boy? I'm telling you, boy, I'm knock your fuck ass out, boy. Blow for blow, pound for pound, nigga. I got the title, nigga. I'm telling you, boy, for the knock one of you what kind of niggas out. Nigga, I got these hands, nigga. I'm throwing them paws at the nigga for the knock your ass down again, nigga. Get your ass back up, nigga. Don't run, nigga. I'm telling you, boy, I want a hold of smoke, nigga. I'm throwing them paws, nigga. I'm putting them hands on you, nigga. I told you what I'm gonna do to you, nigga. Catch you with the check left hook, nigga. Check left hook, nigga. I told you, boy, pound for pound, nigga. I'm the best. This more action than any Devin Haney fight. Put these paws on you, nigga. I told you, I got your back up, nigga. Nigga, watch that check left hook, knock your ass down again, nigga. I'm telling you, boy, it is what it is, nigga. I'm gonna make it do what it do. I'm telling you, boy, we ain't even playing over here, boy. Yeah, man, it is what it is, man. You notice that? They don't like the, see, you can yell in the microphone all you want. I just sit back and listen to you and say, that's all you got? Are you finished? Oh, okay. Bam, just hit play one time. I hit play one time and blow the whole narrative up. I throw a napalm bomb in there and blow it all up. Are you finished yelling? Oh, you mad? You're angry. Oh, okay. Are you finished? All right, let me go ahead and drop this napalm bomb on you right quick. Bam! Can you get around this? You can't even get around the jab. You like George Camboso's fighting Devin Haney. You can't even get around the jab. Call it what's your name, where you calling from?
What's up, Salam? What's good with you?
Shout out to Ron Boy Fresh. Salute to me. Salute, fam.
Man, you know how it is, man. You know, I mean, at the end of the day, man. Oh, yeah, we sent Wilder that Go-Go remix, so we gonna remix that shit with Go-Go music, too. That shit gonna hit. We gonna put that Go-Go shit. I don't know who we gonna use, either Backyard or maybe Essence. I don't know who we gonna rock with them. But we gonna do that shit big. We make sure that thing blow up. That boxing shit look like this. That boxing shit look like it's dead over there. Them jokers over there about to transition over there. Al about to transition back to music.
Yeah, man. That's probably what they told Wilder. Look here, man. You need to go back in the studio, dog, and make you a hit, dog. Cause you're looking bad over here, dog. Some of you niggas better start rapping over there or something.
Hell yeah, you about to see a PBC mixtape at the end of the year. I told you. You about to see one of them holiday mixtapes drop. You know, like you used to drop the mixtapes and shit back in the day. Lord Earl about to bring all the Texas. He gonna do the Texas shit. Daddy gonna do the Philly shit. You know what I'm saying? Reggie Davis about to bring all his Baltimore hitters through. Oh, that mixtape gonna be serious. Double. That shit gonna be a double. That shit gonna be a double CD at that. All them motherfucking boxes over there, they need a double CD. Might get triple. Might do triple over that motherfucker. And then after they drop that, then they can all go over there and start Black Prime, baby. Hey, Mo, I ain't lying with you. Shit, I ain't lied to you once. Every time I call, it's been 100% true, Slim. Shit. But nah, man. You a fool. You a fool, Slim. But nah.
I can't breathe.
Man, go ahead, man. But nah, man, I just think.
Go ahead.
I think Joker's gonna have one. I think PBC, man, they gonna have on Black Prime T-shirts before it's all said and done, man. So you know that's all, man. I ain't want much, man. I just want to touch base with you, man. I'm out of here, bro.
A PBC mixtape. I gotta write that down. But that was so good. I had to write that down. A PBC mixtape. And you know what? That's a good idea. And you know what? Shout out to Rob Boy Press. We did it first. and we motivate even the greats.
We did it first. We did it first, and we motivate even the greats. This is different. You understand? We have Jennifer Lopez, we have Maluma, we have J Balvin, we have when I called him up, I was like, yo, what do you think, Eddie? We bring the belts together. And Eddie said, that shit is a good idea.
Yeah, that's all I'm saying, dog. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. All right, let's look at the fights. What we got this weekend? Let's see what we got this weekend. Okay, October the 29th. Vasily Lomachenko fighting Jermaine Ortiz. I heard this guy was Lomachenko's sparring partner. So, Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
This is Lil Rock, calling out of the Port of Spain, Trinidad, directly from there.
Okay, Lil Rock calling from Trinidad. Talk to me.
What's going on, my man?
What talk to me, brother? Talk to me. Can you hear me?
Hey, listen, you know what? I thought about this. You know, first off, I'm Wakanda. Whatever you want to call it. I talked to you a couple of weeks ago. Anyway.
Yeah, you haven't. I can't hear you, man. Your phone don't went out. You calling from Obama?
Yeah, I see that.
Okay, yeah, go ahead.
No. Can you hear?
I can hear you good. I can hear you good now.
All right, can you hear me now?
Yes, sir.
Nah, man, get out of here with that. Okay, check this out. I noticed that do you remember when Blue met up with Terrence Crawford?
Yeah, he said he met up with him. He said he met up with him at a store. Yeah, I remember that.
And yeah, he saw him at a store and all that. I just think that's kind of a big coincidence. And then Blue kind of switched sides from Earth. Yeah. But I think that's a heck of a coincidence because then after that, he ends up getting signing with his people. And that just seemed to be just a little bit of a coincidence because Blue was an Earl supporter until that meeting. Now all of a sudden, he's with the guys that got it. I love Blue. And to me, it looks like this whole thing was a push to me.
What does that have to do with what Floyd Mayweather said October the 3rd that this fight with Terrence Crawford and Errol Spence is not happening? It may happen later on. What does that have to do with what Floyd Mayweather said?
Oh, I apologize. I apologize when you were saying that. I apologize when you were saying that. I was getting back inside. I was trying to get back inside, so I missed the ending comment. I apologize.
Okay. Anything else you want to say, brother? Anything else you want to say?
No, that was basically it. I just wanted some input on what you thought about that, but you were on another topic, and I certainly apologize for that.
No. I'm not on another topic. What I'm saying is, I hear what you're saying about Blue Blood meeting Terrence Crawford at a store, but what you're failing to realize is 3 weeks prior, Floyd Mayweather. Did you hear the interview with Floyd Mayweather that I just played? What Floyd Mayweather said on October the 3rd, October the 7th on Fight Hype. He said that. Like I said before, this fight is not happening right now. He said it's not happening. Floyd Mayweather, you know who Floyd Mayweather is, right? Floyd Mayweather.
I definitely heard what he said. That.
Okay. So if you heard what he said, that how can you disregard that? The guy who speaks to Al Haymon every day, the guy who is.
I didn't, because I'll be honest with you, I never thought it.
Your phone keep going in and out. Hey, Lil Rock, your phone went out again, man. I can't hear you, fam. Let's get a brother a round of applause. Give Lil Rock a round of applause.
Yeah, my phone's messing up too. But I never thought it was gonna happen. I thought it was a whole. Okay, buddy. Okay.
All right, sit down. The brother said he was Wakanda. Now that's what he said. Shout out to Jason Mones.
Hey, okay.
Drop another half for bam, dub on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
This guy said, just because Floyd said it ain't happening, don't mean nobody duck Bud. Bud duck Blue Blood help Use your comment. Oh, bro, you need to learn how to write first, Jason Mones. Learn how to write first. I appreciate the half a dub. You just be a good boy today now. If you don't want to get your bitch ass blocked, Jason Mones, you just be a good boy today, okay? Be a good boy. You won't get blocked. But keep sending me your money. Dick sucking ass nigga. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from? Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Unbiased fan, Stephen Rimley, New Haven, Connecticut.
Unbiased fan.
How you doing today?
Talk to me, fam.
All right, I'm gonna try to make it short and cover a couple of topics. Spence, I believe, may fight this year as well. It's looking like it would probably be Stanley on this because he didn't got paid step aside money twice already. I'm sure the fans would prefer to see Boots or Ortiz, but I just, I would want them to get the shot because we all agree these young guns is basically being held hostage. But I got a feeling there's going to be Stanley on this as his next opponent. That's what it looks like to me. But I just want to get your thoughts on.
Yeah. I think it's gonna be Stanley Onis. I was looking at Stanley Onis' fighting style. His style is very similar to Errol Spence. He likes to fight in the pocket. He likes to trade body shots. He likes to catch and shoot on the inside and go to the body. I think his Stanley Onis' style is. I would like to say it's tailor made for Errol Spence. To be honest with you, because stylistically they fight the exact same way.
And he's half of what Spence is. Spence is gonna spank him when they fight.
Yeah. I think Spence gonna beat Stanley Onis up. I just think he's gonna beat him up. Stanley Onis' style is just tailor made for Spence. He's gonna sit in the pocket. And, I watched like 7 of his fights, and that's how he fights. And, he catches.
I saw like 3 or 4 of them.
Yeah. You know what I mean? So.
Oh, by the way, I wanted to let you know when I heard you, kicking your bars. I think you should let Waters sing and you do, and you rap, so he can sing the hook and you rap. Y'all can do a joint together.
Yeah. Shout out to Stephen Brilliant, man. Unbiased boxing fan. Salute, fam. Yeah, man. He said he could. Yeah, I'm talking about collabing. Swat John, what did he say? He said if EJ fight Stan, man. He feel like that is a for sure payday. Yeah, that's what they're gonna do. I think Stanley Onis, if you look at Stanley Onis, his style is tailor made for Errol Spence. He's gonna be right there. He's gonna be right there in the middle, and he's flat footed. He's gonna be right there in the middle, working on the inside, trading shots and stuff like that. So that's what I see. Shout out to Mr. Naiz. Hey, dropping that $2. Bam, super chat on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
You say, is he calling from ancestor place in Wakanda? I don't know, man. That brother called here, man. He had to have. He said he Wakanda, so he must have one of them Wakanda phones. You know what I mean? I don't know, man. Hopefully the brother get a better phone service. Hopefully he do. Yeah, because I couldn't even hear him. It kept going in and out. What to say, Ron Jackson? He said, Young Guns on the mixtape. I take 70-30. Just give me marketing. They can keep the whack. That's all I'm saying, dog. That's all I'm saying. And you notice when the brother called, he said that, yeah, man, I just think it's strange. Because a lot of people jumping ship on Blue Blood Sports TV. And I don't want y'all to jump ship on them. Why y'all jumping ship on Blue? Y'all been loving Blue for years. As soon as he making his moves, y'all jump ship on him. That means y'all were never down with him in the first place. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Oh, it's Kobe 2K fan from New York. What's going on, Coach?
What's going on, fam? Kobe 2K fan, talk to me.
Listen, Coach, I don't understand what's going on with these dudes out here. I don't know if we call them the Earl Sexuals or the Wakandas, but what don't these dudes understand? Has PBC released the full schedule yet? How could they make this fight and we don't know what network they're fighting on? Does that make any sense to you, Coach?
Yeah, it's a good
all of a sudden it's Terrence Crawford's ducking because he accepted a fight. He told Al Haymon and he told Errol Spence that he was going to fight in December regardless. So now because he picked up a fight and it was already rumored that Earl might be fighting Keith Thurman. Keith Thurman was in the win, and then we had Jonas in the win. Now all of a sudden it's, Bud is ducking, but there's no accountability on the Errol Spence side. So I just want to know, where's that coming from? They don't even have a date for Gervonta Davis. I spoke to Steven Espinoza 2 weeks ago at the Wilder fight, and he gave me some vague answers when I asked about the fight. It's up on Town Bridge Sports and Entertainment. You can look it up. Stephen Espinoza couldn't give me a straight answer on what was going on with the PBC fight date or the Gervonta Davis fight or Errol Spence and Terrence Crawford. So where is this whole ducking narrative coming from? I just think that it's ironic now that Blue Blood Sports TV, who is involved with the promotion, now he's the one to blame. The last caller whose phone was breaking up, he's now the guy that's getting the stone thrown at him, and he's being called a traitor when it was clear that this fight wasn't going to be made at the end of the year or this year. What do you think about that, Coach?
I mean, again, all of this is really easy for me to debunk. I let everybody yell, scream, Crawford ducking, he this, he that, Spence ducking, he this, he that. I let everybody scream and yell. You know what I hit them with? And they can, and to this day, no one can call in and refute this. Floyd Mayweather said October the 7th, 2022, 3 weeks ago. What did he say? He said, this fight between Errol Spence and Terrence Crawford, this fight is not happening. He said it may happen at a later date. Floyd Mayweather said this 3 weeks ago. Who is Floyd Mayweather? Floyd Mayweather is the reason why you know who Al Haymon is. First of all, I like to thank Al Haymon. You know, Floyd Mayweather, the PBC was built off of Waddell and Reed's money, and it was built off of Floyd Mayweather's sweat equity. People wanted to come to the PBC because of the things that Al Haymon did for Floyd, what was put out there that he did for Floyd. So they wanted to come to the PBC, right? And maybe they can replicate that magic. They keep forgetting what Floyd Mayweather said. I don't think they're forgetting. I think they just don't want to accept it because they suffer from confirmation bias. They hate Terrence Crawford so much that no matter how much truth you hear from Floyd Mayweather, they just all in on him. Even Blue Blood Sports TV, his own subscribers, a lot of them are turning against him because they were aerosexuals.
Exactly. Remember, the aerosexuals told Terrence Crawford he had to leave Bob Arum. He was a coon. He was a house slave, all of that stuff. He had to succumb to everything that Earl and Al did, everything they said. So how is he a duck if he gave them everything they wanted in the first place?
Man, you know what? I avoid all that. You know what I go straight to? I go straight to two people. I don't listen to what a YouTuber says. A nigga who's shooting videos like me don't know a goddamn thing. He don't know no more than what I know. You know what I do know? I do know that Tim Smith is the VP of operations for the PBC. And Tim Smith said January the 7th of this year that the reason why this fight won't happen is because of economics. He said, that's what he said.
And they didn't want to disrespect, and they didn't want to give him a disrespectful offer.
That's one. And then two, October the 7th, Floyd Mayweather dropped the video saying that this fight between Errol Spence and Terrence Crawford will not happen. He said it may happen later on. He said, you guys need to stop listening to these other reporters and YouTubers and stuff like that. He didn't say YouTubers, but stop listening to these other reporters who are putting out false information. So who am I going to listen to? Am I going to listen to Tim Smith, who works for the PBC, Floyd Mayweather, who's part owner of the PBC, who talks to Al Haymon every day, the same guy that you niggas online be capping for, or I'm going to listen to a Nick Sack selling ass nigga behind the avatar and a goddamn aerosexual YouTube channel?
True.
Guess what? We still ain't got no fight. So that means Floyd Mayweather was right. So all of this fake outrage about Blue, oh man, Blue the reason why he messed up the fight. You idiot. Floyd Mayweather, let me say it again. Floyd Mayweather did on October the 7th that Terrence Crawford and Errol Spence fight will not happen. He did this on October the 7th. What part of that you slow McConda, Nick Sack, selling ass nigga do not understand? Anything else you want to say, brother?
Keep up the good job, Coach.
Shout out to Kobe 2K, man, calling from New York. They don't, like these dudes is so slow. They so slow. Phone lines is open, man. 530-494-9636. We have one Wakanda call in. Can I get another Wakanda? Can I get another Wakanda? You know, we got a Wakanda line, another Wakanda on room one. You know, we got 500 for Wakanda over here. Let's 600. Can I get a 600? Oh, 600 over here for Wakanda. You know, y'all doing this Wakanda math. 700 for Wakanda over here. Okay, goddamn, we got 700. Can we get 800? 800 for Wakanda over there. Okay, can we get 900 for Wakanda? Wakanda over here. Okay, can we get some vibranium for Wakanda? Yeah, vibranium over here. Please call in Wakanda. I want to hear from you. Wakanda YouTube channels, aerosexual YouTube channels. This is very easy for me. Very easy for me. This is lightweight. Carl, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Major Key Boxing. What's going on, Coach?
Major Key, talk to me.
Hey, man, I want to piggyback off of what the previous gentleman said and build a little bit on that, because you said something at the beginning of the show, right? You said who were the names that are, when you were talking about Gervonta Davis, who were the names you said that are pretty much on their own level and everybody else falls under them?
Yeah, that was Canelo. That was Anthony Joshua. I said Tyson Fury, and then you have.
All right, but you said it though, Canelo, right?
Right.
So my point being, right, when Canelo said, "Hey, I want all the belts at 168," right? He had to go out and make a deal with PBC, and they wanted to extend the contract with him and make it for multiple fights. He wasn't having that. He always fights May and September. Everybody knows that. He always likes to fight during the Mexican holidays, May and September. They couldn't even make the fight for that September. You know why? Because they were too busy trying to get their own way. So why would Terrence Crawford, if they couldn't make it for Canelo, why would Terrence Crawford think that if everybody's saying it's not going to happen and they're not giving him what he wants in the negotiations, why would he believe that they're going to just somehow make it happen for him when they couldn't even make it happen for Canelo?
Man, you know what, man?
You feel me?
Major Key, man. These dudes, like, again, we know what I noticed about a lot of these guys on YouTube. Like, a lot of these guys really have low IQs for real. And they span amongst many different age groups. They're in their 20s, they're in their 30s, 40s, and 50s. A lot of these dudes are slow, like really, really slow. I mean, I think they've been taking Thorazine, they've been taking Percocets. When they went to school, they was on that short yellow bus with the dark tinted windows, and they was in that one classroom all day long. And now they have grown up and they are grown men, but they still have those same low IQs. I'm not gonna argue with you. Listen, I'm gonna hit you with 2 bullets, and that's gonna kill you. I'm gonna hit you with 7 days. I'm gonna hit you with not 7 8. I'm gonna hit you with Tim Smith of the PBC, the VP of Operations, and I'm gonna hit you with what Floyd Mayweather said. Guess what? Ain't nobody on YouTube gonna be able to get around that.
True.
Nobody. That's it.
That's facts, bro. They still behind the gated windows, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't understand. It's so basic. It's so easy to understand. And I don't understand, like, how people don't see it. Like, it's like, why would you get mad? If this is, let's say Terrence Crawford is your brother, your cousin, your uncle, your son, right? Whatever age bracket you're in. What advice would you give him? Oh, wait around based on the evidence you've already seen for years? Do you want to tell him to wait around when he can make a potential 8 figures? Right? And still keep warm in the meantime when nobody's guaranteeing him nothing. And as a matter of fact, if anything, you're hearing the opposite. You're hearing a complete contradiction of what everybody else is saying now. Oh, he ran, he ducked. Man, he's making a bag because nobody's making the money for him. He needs to worry about himself.
Man, I crazy, man. Major Key, man, it's crazy, man. Like, I'm not even gonna raise my voice. I'm gonna just hit you with, again, Tim Smith, Floyd Mayweather. That's all I'm gonna hit him with. And no one has an argument against that. They mad at Blue, they mad at Bud, they mad at my baby mama, they mad at my cousin, they mad at my auntie, they mad at your sister, they mad at your cousin, they mad at mama and them, daddy and them, Pookie and them, Ray and them, they mad at all the names, the antonyms and the synonyms. But guess what? Tim Smith, vice president of the PBC, and Floyd Mayweather specifically told you that this fight is not going to happen. So who am I going to listen to? I'm going to listen to 2 people who works for the PBC, or I'm going to listen to some avatar gangsters and some aerosexual YouTube channels online and make it make sense, Major Key.
Yeah, man, I can't, man. It makes more sense that what Ron Boy Fred said, that you go ahead and you know what I'm saying, do a collabo with Deontay Wilder, and then if anybody tries to bring some smoke, you get Eddie Hearn, because that's a drill rapper right there. You heard how he came at Leonard Ellerbe. That's a drill rapper right there. You go get, you know what I'm saying, Eddie Hearn, if anybody tries to bring some smoke. But in the meantime, bro, you hitting the nail on the head. I don't understand why people don't understand this basic shit. But yo, I'm gonna let you keep rocking, brother. Keep doing your thing, bro.
Shout out to Major Key Boxing, man. That's my dog. Shout out to Major Key Boxing. You know, I'm just saying, I ain't got but a GED, but I have a master's degree in common sense. Please, Wakanda, please call in. If you're a Wakanda or aerosexual, please call into the show and make it make sense. Now, I know you guys like to use Wakanda math. 1 + 1 = 3 to you guys. 1 + 1 = 3. You know what I mean? I do understand that. I know you like to use Wakanda math, but please call into the show. 530-494-9636. 530-494-9636. The old boy, Coach Malachi Williams, is in the building, man. New Media Today, USA Boxing. We have the hottest boxing daytime podcast on the YTBC, hands down. This facts.
True.
Hey, ain't that what they be saying? Ain't that what they be saying over there? What the dude name? BLTV? Facts. Facts, my nigga. Facts. Why are you over here, my nigga? Facts. You do know just because you said facts real loud and with conviction, that don't mean that it's facts. Facts. Ain't that what they say? They think because they yell facts and say it loud and they say it with conviction, that is facts. Who you? Hey. You get what I'm saying? Who you think it is? DJ Quick? Kid Capri? Oh, you must be Jimmy Walker. You know what I mean? You know, like who you think you is? Who you think you is? That's all I'm saying. That's all I be asking for. You know, they be saying some hell of a shit. Facts. Who you think you is?
Who you think he is? DJ Quick?
No, I ain't saying
Kid Capri?
I didn't say that.
Oh, you must be Jimmy Walker. Blue, you ain't nothing. You don't deserve nothing. You don't get nothing. You get what I give you. I got a contract between me and you that say you do what I tell you to do. Therefore, shut up. Don't say nothing. Don't speak to me. Don't look at me.
I just want money. You know, I just said.
Blue, if I raise up, gonna be trouble. Trouble. I'm walking off.
That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. This is very easy. I'm like, dang, this is okay. I ain't the smartest guy in the world, but let's see. 1 + 1 = 2. Okay. 2 + 2 = 4. Okay. 4 + 4 = 8. Okay, 8 + 8 = 17. That's what kind of math.
True.
Yeah, these niggas there, boy. Slow. They slow. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
This is a boxing historian 206 on YouTube.
Man, Boxing the Story, talk to me, fam. That's my main man there. Boxing the Story, talk to me, brother.
Man, bro. You know what? I'm kind of getting really irritated, bro, by the stupidity of these guys that claim that Terrence Crawford's ducking. How the fuck is he ducking when the initial? Okay, you want to forget about all the other shit. Oh, go get a belt. I'm gonna fight. You know, I'm fighting on the other side of the street. League top rank. He does all this shit, right? There ain't nobody else left. When he does leave top rank, they're talking about, remember the article they had, we can't do, we may not be able to sign Terrence Crawford or get business done with Terrence Crawford. Errol Spence talking about, 2080. Oh, I was just playing about that. Then they kept saying the fight's going to happen. The nigga himself, right? Errol Spence, the guy that claims to be his own boss, the guy that claims to be the guy not only that claims to be his own boss, but claims to be his own promoter, right? But you know that's some bullshit. He sits up here, tells you that the fight is going to happen, and the fight's not going to happen. Mayweather says the fight's not going to happen, but these aerosexual faggot bitch-ass niggas, I'm sorry, I got to call them what they are. Dick in the booty, homosexual-ass niggas. These guys are sitting up here telling and not getting on him about saying the fight's going to happen when Floyd Mayweather just told you the fight's not going to happen. And the fight's not going to happen. So tell me how the fuck you're mad at Terrence Crawford for getting his goddamn money, all right, for getting his goddamn money, where he's getting more money than what he would have been offered by the PBC, but the PBC reportedly was going to offer Canelo $30 to $40 million to fight David Benavidez or Errol Smith. So they had the money to offer Canelo, but they didn't have not even a fraction to offer Terrence Crawford. Make that fucking shit make sense to me.
I'm past.
What the hell is wrong with you?
I'm past all of that. I'm past all of that. What I want somebody that's calling and explain to me is this. This what I want. This what I want you to explain to me. If the PBC, if Tim Smith of the PBC said January the 7th that this fight won't happen because of the economics, Terrence Crawford is not a star. And Floyd Mayweather, who is business partners with the PBC, he's one of the owners. You got a lot of wind in the background, so I'm gonna have to get you off the line.
Oh, yeah,
yeah. But explain to me.
Yeah, you good.
Yeah, explain to me. Shout out to Boston Store. Anybody. If anybody, I don't care who it is, YouTube channel, whatever, please explain it to me. Please explain it to me. Please. Let's go right here. This is the article that they just dropped. Let's see. This article they just dropped. I do not answer no caller IDs. If you calling me from a no caller ID, you're wasting your time. I do not answer no caller IDs. None. You're wasting your time. That's probably bitch ass Jason Mones. You're wasting your time. Wasting your time. Let's see. Is this the one right here? I think this is the article right here where they said that this fight, and it corroborates what Floyd Mayweather said. Floyd Mayweather said that this fight will not happen now. He said that this fight will not happen now. That's what he said. It'll happen. Maybe it'll happen at a later date. So I'm going to ignore what Floyd Mayweather said to push a narrative. I'm telling you, these dudes are slow, man. Some of these dudes are real slow, man. They real slow. They're real slow. I get it. Let's see. I'm going to find this. Yada, blah, de squaze. Let's go here. With both men stands, yada. Blah, de squaze and all that BS, such. Okay. Let's go over here. All right. Let's see what the size on there with the song. All right, let's here go right here. Here go right here. That's what I'm looking for. Call what's your name? Where you calling from? I found what I'm looking for.
Hey, Coach Malachi.
Yes, sir. This him. The one and only.
What's up, man? This is Debo.
Debo, where you calling from?
I just wanted to say.
Where you calling from?
Yeah, I just wanted to say you look like Ezel from Friday.
Where you calling from?
Hey, Ezel, what up, man? Hey, yo, Smokey, is that you taking a shit in the backyard?
Where you calling from?
Tell nobody else.
Yeah, this dude just called here trolling. Anyways, Debo from New York. I don't know where he's from. Some dude named Debo called here trolling. Anyways. Right here, it says, with the sides unable to solve lingering issues in a timely fashion, Crawford decided to seek a different opponent rather than wait on PBC for a fight in February or March. The proposed Showtime targeted date for November 19th, but with the extended talks made, that date unfeasible with approximately 60 days that was needed to properly promote the fight. So basically, what the PBC wanted to do, they wanted to push this fight back to next year sometime, February or March. That corroborates what Floyd Mayweather said when he specifically said that this fight won't happen. Maybe it'll happen at a later time. He didn't say it will happen. He said maybe. This is what Floyd Mayweather said to the PBC. So who the fuck am I going to believe? A nigga with a YouTube channel, an aerosexual, or I'm going to believe Floyd Mayweather and Tim Smith? It is what it is. Not here for the argument. But anyway, let's talk about the fights that's happening. Because we seem like we got off a topic as it relates to Tank Davis. Tank Davis says he needs to leave and take his talents elsewhere. What do anyone call? Do anyone want to call and talk about that? We need 33 more likes in order to open up in order to get to 400. We need 33 more likes. You know, he say no, we should believe fans from Texas. Yeah. Can't nobody get around that question. Nobody. Anybody. We got almost 600 people in here, and no one has gotten around that question. No one. Anybody. Call it what's your name, where you calling from?
How you doing, Coach? This is Ron from Vermont.
Ron from Vermont. Talk to me, fam.
Yes, sir. I wanted to say, like, you know, I know how everybody put emphasis on Tim Smith, but I just look like at the real culprit to me is like Tom Brown.
because like when Bud was on the stage, he was talking to Tom Brown. Am I correct? Like he was talking to Tom Brown about him being able to get a fight, even though they're on a different company.
Mm-hmm.
But then, isn't Tom Brown actually working with the PBC now? Like he's the guy who kind of facilitates
Tom Brown. Yeah, Tom Brown is the matchmaker, and he promotes all of the fights. He is the promoter. So when you hear these guys say, "We got our own promotion company," no. When you look at all those PBC fights, it says Tom Brown Promotions. He's the one that promoting those fights. That's who Al Haymon uses to promote his fights. Tom Brown, and I think he uses the Coopers as well. I think he uses them as well. So
yeah. So it's like, here's Crawford hearing it right from this guy. So why does he have to get two lawyers? The guy was basically agreeing with him when he was with ESPN. But now that he's like trying to go with PBC, this guy is like not even being talked about. But this is the guy who's kind of supposedly the guy who said that the fights could be made fairly easily. Yeah. But this isn't all a farce. I don't blame Crawford for going somewhere else. That's all I wanted to say.
Yeah. What do you think about Tank? I'm past Crawford now because no one is calling in talking about no one can bother me on that. I got $100. Listen, I have $100. Listen, anybody in the chat right now, YouTube channel or subscriber, I have $100 right now. If you can call me and refute what I'm saying, refute what Floyd Mayweather said and what Tim Smith is saying. I'll send you $100 cash up right now on the show. Send it to me, please. Come with your best argument. And get around what Floyd Mayweather said. And I send you $100. Shout out to Ron for Vermont. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Yo. Hey, what up? This is Quentin Gilliam, Q-Dog from Baltimore. What up?
All right, Quentin from Baltimore. Talk to me.
Hey, all right. So about the Floyd Mayweather thing. Now, I think people ain't really trying to say this. I'm gonna be honest about it. I think people think Floyd be capping because he wanted to be all about him. You know what I mean? They know he got a huge ego and he want to be on the ground, on the ground floor and everything. And everybody know he like to make the announcements and be in charge of whatever. And he want all the clout. So I think people thought he was capping, or at least kind of half truths. That's why they didn't believe him. And was believing what what you said YouTubers be saying. That's personally because I thought that, and I think, and I don't hate Floyd. Floyd's my my favorite fighter of all time, but he do want to be on the ground floor of it. He like everybody like approval, but like he when you have that bigger ego, you want the whole world to revolve around you. So I think that's what's going down, and I think people ain't admitting it. I'm admitting it. I thought Floyd was capped. And, he just wanted to put his 2 cents on there what he thought. So that's why people didn't take what he said, as truth. You know what I mean? And that's my opinion.
Do they take it? Did Floyd tell it? Did Floyd lie?
No, he told you. Turned out he was 100 on that. But the way he is, the person he is, people thought it might have been capped. He wasn't just, oh, look at me, I'm on the ground floor. You doing business with Al, you doing business with me, and like trying to be in everything. And that's why people ain't believe him. And that's why I was like, grain of salt with it. You know what I mean? So I think that's the truth. And I don't know if people will admit that or not, but I think that's why people didn't believe it.
Sometimes when people don't like the messenger, they reject the message. And that's what it is.
Yeah.
When you don't like the messenger, you reject the message. So that's just what it is. And it allows them to suffer from confirmation bias. Floyd said something that did not confirm what they wanted to believe. So they rejected it. But the end result is this. We still ain't got no fight. So you can't get around with what Floyd said, because Floyd specifically said, and I played the video 1,000 times, when they call in trying to collect these $100 that I'm willing to send anybody, when they call in trying to collect these $100, all I'm gonna do is play what Floyd Mayweather said. You're not gonna get around that.
Right.
Not gonna get around that.
And my second thing is, y'all, everybody in the chat, you need to put some respect on what kind of this man, y'all pull up straight up on everybody. And you know what I mean? Eating y'all food. And y'all been drinking, but I've been eating too. All had cheese sandwiches. And I'm coming for all y'all. Peace. Baltimore, we in there.
Shout out to Quinn for being more, man. Salute, fam. Salute, fam. As a matter of fact, let's put some respect on his name.
Nigga, when my name come up, respect it. Let's go. Stop playing with my fucking name. All three of y'all, stop playing with my name. I ain't gonna say it no more. Put some respect on my name.
Now back to the subject matter at hand. $100 is for anybody. I don't care who it is. I'll send it to you right now. The money's no issue with me. Anybody. Call into the show, 530-494-9636, UK and well. Now, I say all that to say this. As of late, the Tank Davis saying that, you know, he needs to take his talents elsewhere. What do you guys think about this? What do you guys think about this? Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Yo, this is Abdul Aziz from Pakistan. You're a bus fence of a kind of forever bitch ass nigga. Such a punk ass nigga.
Okay, I'm a bitch ass nigga, punk ass niggas. Anything else you want to say from Pakistan? All right, he said I'm a bitch ass nigga, a punk ass nigga. Okay. It's saying Aziz. This is one of my original haters.
Unknown caller.
From Pakistan. He said I'm a bitch ass nigga and a punk ass nigga. Okay. Next caller. It must be they got Wakandas over there in Pakistan, huh? He's saying from Pakistan. More than likely he ain't from Pakistan. He ain't from Pakistan. You from right here. You from right here in America. You from right here in America. You ain't from Pakistan. You don't even have a Pakistani accent. You don't have a Pakistani accent. Hey, we got them Wakandas. They mad, boy. Boy. Hey, Boxing Jim's. It is what it is, man. It is what it is, man. It is what it is, man. The way you show me your love is by the way you hate me. It don't cost you a thing to stay up out of mind. True. Come with the territory. When your name is Coach Malachi Williams out here on the YTBC, it comes with the territory, baby. It comes with the territory. Anyways, what do you guys think about? Gervonta Davis saying right here, our good brother Tank, saying that they playing games. I need to take my talent somewhere else. He's not talking about Mayweather Promotions because he's not with Mayweather Promotions anymore. So who is he referring to? And then the brother down here said, you must be hurting Ellerbe with these tweets. The guy goes real hard to defend someone that's not signed to him. And then Tank reiterated right here at the bottom, shout out to Thug and D, shout out to Damian Bennett. They did say that Tank did say he was a free agent. I didn't want to believe it because he said after the Roland Romero fight, still Mayweather Promotions, baby. And he hugged Leonard Ellerbe. But he did say right here, I'm not signed to them anymore. So I can't be talking about them. So if we were to Tank for face value, that he's leaving, taking his talents elsewhere, where would he go? Where would he go? Shout out to Will. Hey, okay. For dropping that $2. Bam, super chat on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
He said they can call you anything but wrong, coach. They will call me anything, but they cannot call me a liar.
True.
Man, come get these $100, man. Come get these $100, man. Come get these $100. Please come get these $100. Please. I want to hear from you. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
What up, man? This Smoke Dog, baby. What up, Easy?
Oh, you trolling
What
again?
we talking about today, boxing?
What's your name? Where you calling from?
I'm calling from LA, man. What up?
Yay. LA, what's your name?
Excuse me?
What's your name?
Oh, this Smoke Dog. It's Chris Tucker, man. Smokey. We played in the movie Friday.
All right, Smokey, what's going on? Smokey, talk to me.
Yeah, man. We talking about boxing today, man. Yeah, I just wanted to say one thing about Devin Haney, Spanky Haney, whatever his name is.
We're not talking about Devin Haney.
That boy Cambosis.
What about
that boy Cambosis, man? He wanted to beat the brakes off that boy, man. I don't know, man. I don't know why that Cuban Jr. looking dude, man. I don't know why they talking about he the best in the world, man. Everybody knows Tank is the best in the world when it comes to boxing, man. You know what I'm saying, man? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. And Tank is going to be the new undisputed champion, but he ain't care about that, man. He just getting his money. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. What do you think about what Tank Davis saying that he's going to take his talents elsewhere? And what do you think about that?
He just breaking bread, man. He just doing this thing. You know what I'm saying, man? He got plenty of time to whip Cuban Gooding Jr.'s ass. I mean, Devin Spanky Haney, whatever his name is. Yeah, he got plenty of time to whip his ass. Just like the Errol Spence and what's his name, Terrence Crawford. You know, like people, you know, taking time, you know, to make the big fight. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, he probably want to take his time like that. You know what I mean? To make that the big fight for them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
That's probably why he's taking his time.
Yeah, I don't know what you're
You
saying.
never know. You never know.
But shout out to Smokey from LA. Yay, West Coast. Shout out to Bless 365.
Hey, okay.
You know, I have all the weirdos calling me. I told you, listen, I told you niggas is broke, smoking on the Nick sack at home. I'm telling you, I know what I be talking about. Like literally. Shout out to my sister Bless. She say, for dropping that quarter of a bam dub on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
She said, y'all know. She said, y'all know what it is. Ain't no sunshine when Tank's gone. Hey, that dog old Bless. Hold on, bless something else. Hold on, let me see what's up. Hold on. Yeah. All right. Shout out. Oh yeah. To my ain't no sunshine with Tank's going. I got you, sis. I got you. I was just you know, taking care of some business over here.
Sunshine when Tank's gone.
I'll smack the shit out of you in front of everybody.
Only dark times for you.
I mean, just throw Haney's name in the hat. There is no fucking hat.
Ain't no sunshine when Tank's gone.
I don't play them type of games.
Leonard Ellerbe, why you always talking about me?
Did you fucking learn your lesson from that? With AJ?
Ain't no sunshine when Tank's gone.
I'll knock that motherfucker cold out. Period.
Only dark times for you.
There ain't no hats to throw nothing in here. We're running a fucking business.
Ain't no sunshine when Tank's gone.
You fucking idiot.
Leonard Ellerbe, why you always talking about me?
Yes, sir. We in the building, man. Shout out to Will.
Hey, okay.
Dropping that $2. Bam, super chat on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
Yeah, man, these niggas, boy. I'm telling you, these niggas is slow. I tell you, listen, these dudes is slow. Like, I know. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
This is Little Rock again. Can you hear me better?
Yeah, Little Rock. What's going on, fam?
Hey, man, you know what? I just wanted to hit back on something because I was stating that, and I will get on this Tank Davis topic. But I was asking him about Blue Blood, and it seemed kind of weird. But dude, Blue Blood is one of my best programs one of the best programs that I watch. He got me into watch it, so I wasn't doubting or turning my back on Blue Blood at all. So I just want to, for anybody who might be listening or whatever, see me on some of these other programs. I've been on 78 Sports, stuff like that, but no. So, I mean, I don't want that to be misconstrued at all. But I'm going to state the fact that I just thought it was weird that all of these things were happening at the same time, around the same time that he said that he met Terrence Crawford in the store, and then he ended up backing him a little bit, and then obviously, I guess, helping promote him. Anyway, on the topic that you had, heads up, Blue Blood, love you, my brother, love you to death. On the thing with Tank, you know I'm Wakanda, but yeah, Tank needs to get the heck out of there. There's no doubt in my mind. I mean, they forced the Romero fight on him. There's no telling at this point what they're going to force on him. I don't see a good fight coming. I don't see the Ryan fight happening. I just don't. And I think, I don't know what do you call Wakanda guys, just guys that like PBC or just black guys. But I like the PBC. I pretty much like anybody who's going to do it right. And you're going to say, well, of course, they don't do it right. But I mean, I respect all fighters, 1,000%. But I don't think that.
Do you have are you pro promotional company or are you pro boxing?
I'm definitely pro boxing.
All right. Do you have a boxing criteria?
Okay, I didn't hear that because of stuff that's going on in the background.
No, I'm saying, do you have a boxing criteria? Like, what is your criteria when you judge fighters in the sport of boxing? Like, I'm gonna give you an example. I have a boxing criteria. Do you want to know what my boxing criteria is?
Yeah. I've heard it. I mean, it's kind of long.
Right. No. Those are the commandments. But my boxing criteria is only 4. My boxing criteria is, how many top 10 fighters the fighter has fought. If you are a champion, and you stayed in one weight division for years, did you dominate the division? Did you unify the division?
Okay.
Did you unify the division? You get what I'm saying? And and I think I already said how many top 10 fighters have you fought. So I have a boxing criteria. And that boxing criteria is how I judge all fighters, regardless whether they black, white, from Asia, whatever, regardless whether they race, ethnicity, color, or creed. I have a boxing criteria. My criteria is not.
In your boxing criteria, would you put Boots in the top 20?
Yes, I will put it. No, yeah, I put him in the top 20. But the criteria has nothing to do with ranking. You're talking about ranking. How would you rank Boots? You're talking about ranking.
I mean, what is your criteria? Built for ranking, or what is it built for?
My criteria is how I judge fighters. How I judge whether that fighter is good or not. Right? Because a lot of people sit back and tell me that this fighter is King Kong and Godzilla and this and that. But if they're not fighting the other top guys, like how old are you?
We talked about this before. I'm 54.
All right, you're 50.
From the Port of Spain, Trinidad.
All right. You're 54 years old. So I'm 48. So I have an old school boxing criteria. I look at a boxing criteria. An example is what Marvelous Marvin Hagler did. Example is what Muhammad Ali, Cassius Clay did prior to
cleaned out of the division. Cleaned out of the division.
Fall out of the top guys. They got in the ring. They fought the top guys, and they proved by fighting who the best were. That's my boxing criteria. My boxing criteria is not PBC. My boxing criteria is not Top Rank. My boxing criteria is not Queensberry. My boxing criteria is not Matchroom. My boxing criteria is, are the fighters fighting the fights, the top fights in the weight division? That's my boxing criteria. And that's what I judge all fighters
you might as well mark everybody out because nobody's doing that now.
Okay, so I mean, you can.
You don't want to throw your criteria away.
You can't.
Nobody's doing that.
No. I'm not throwing my criteria away. You might could throw your criteria away, but you can't sit back and say nobody is doing it. There are fighters that's doing it, but I'm not throwing my criteria away because you say so. I totally disagree with you on that. But anything else you want to say, sir, Mr. Wakanda?
No. But I just want to apologize in case I came out the wrong way because just like you said, you can't be a fan of a boxer, you can't be a fan of a promoter, and you can't be a fan of a boxing channel either these days. So, but I did want to apologize to Blue Blood because because you made it seem like I was turning on him when I was just asking a question.
No, I was just saying a lot of people was turning on him, but that's okay. Shout out to what your name is again? You say Little Rock. Shout out to Little Rock from Trinidad. Salute to you, fam. Shout out to Don. Shout out to Bishop Don Magic Warren. Dropping that quarter of a bam dub on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
You saw I'm hearing nothing but crickets from the. What you say, fam? You saw me hearing nothing but crickets from the LDBC and the Aerosexuals right now. I would like to thank Al Haymon for this super chat. I got you, fam. I got you. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
This is Fee on the Tube.
Fee on the tube from you from Duval, right?
Yeah.
Okay, talk to me.
I just wanted to speak on what the title of the show was. Like the Wakandians who want to talk about Aerosmith and Terrence Crawford. I don't want to talk about them. I want to I want to speak on what the title of the show is. Do I think that Tank is really leaving PBC? The money team, whatever, they're one, like Floyd said. And the thing is, we got to take what Tank says with a grain of salt because Tank, he get upset, tweet things, he races it. Like, we never really know what's up with Tank or where he's coming from. We won't know until we know. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, we really won't know. And then as far as Ellerbe, the other question was, do we think that he's going to find some more talent? No, he's not, because he didn't find that talent. Okay. So yeah,
Yeah, I got you. I got you because you're saying Leonard Ellerbe is going to be kind of hard for him. They have fighters over there, but because Leonard like to say we build stars over here at Mayweather Promotions because we know what we're doing. But I'm like, dude, you don't have but one fighter, really. And the rest of those guys, you don't do anything with them.
Yeah. Yeah, you talk about we, you ain't do nothing. What did you do? They just threw your ass out the forefront and say, now you be a fall guy. You know what I'm saying? That's all that happened. They just threw this nigga in the forefront and he get up there and run and all that. I don't know what he's talking about. I never understood, what purpose he really served outside of being a fall guy, poor thing. But yeah, that's all I had. I just want to speak on the issue I had. I don't want to talk about Terrence Crawford and Errol today. Okay.
All right. Okay.
I'm tired of.
Shout out to Fee on the two from Jacksonville.
All right. God bless.
All right. Salute. Yes, sir. Don Bishop won. Bishop Don Magic won. He said, all I'm hearing nothing but crickets from the LDBC and Aero Sexers right now, Coach. He said, I would love to thank Al Haymon for this super chat.
Well,
yes,
sir. I guess I gotta be like everybody else and thank Al Haymon. I can quit my job now, baby. 6 figures, baby. You feel me? I'm about to
But a name. Do you have a name?
Oh, nah, I ain't got no name, Name them names, man.
They know who they is.
Name them names, please. The names need to be named.
They know who they is.
The Mexican monster.
Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from? Hold on. Caller, hold on. Caller,
what's up, Coach? This is Adrien. Adrien from D-Town.
Yes, sir. Talk to me.
D-Block. Well, how did I know this was going to happen, man? How did I know that the only real person that Floyd Mayweather had on his roster, like Badu Jackson's gone. I mean, he can't sign Shakur Stevenson. Not even Adrien Broner got signed with him. And even Adrien Broner told you the truth about who TBE is as a promoter. I mean, he said it all out loud. So the thing is, Adrien Broner maybe told Tank Davis in the ear, like, look, dude, I got you this far. It's time for you to grow some wings and let's roll. So I think there was some push there where, Adrien Broner, Tank Davis probably didn't like the way Floyd Mayweather did Adrien Broner to a certain way, or the PBC. So do I still think that Tank Davis is going to be with the PBC? Yeah, because he's going to get easy money. Now, do I see him being active, like you said, Coach, where he fights 2 fights a year? No, he's not going to fight the rest of the year. If he's having problems with Mayweather or he's even going to get with a Showtime deal, which everybody says that he does, Tank Davis will not fight this year. And that's sad, right? Because we want to see a knockout. But do you think I got one question and that's it on that viewpoint. Do you think after all this, Tank Davis will be signed, could be signed, or maybe how come he doesn't become a free agent, Coach, and just goes to any network like Canelo Alvarez if he's such a pay-per-view star, or Errol Spence Jr. if he's such a pay-per-view star? Why don't these guys see what Canelo did and follow those tracks? Why do you think they can't do that, Coach? That's my question. Peace out. Baltimore, where you at? D-Town, D-Block, D-City in the hood.
Shout out Adrien from Dallas. Reds, if you call into the show, just call into the show. Call back into the show. I see Reds say he's trying to call in. Call the show, Reds. Call the show. Tank Davis leaving. He left Mayweather Promotions. Let's see. We have fights coming up this weekend. Shout out to All Seeing Eye. Dropping that $2. Bam, super chat on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
He said what happened to the song Sharpest Blades? Sharpest Blades, okay. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
What's up, Coach? It's Reggie.
Red, talk to me.
Man, what's up, man? I got getting on this Terrence thing briefly, but I want to talk about that Tank thing too. The thing with Terrence, and even with the Floyd thing y'all bringing up, the fight in the future, that was Floyd responding to the shit put out by Mike Coppinger about the fight being in November and a bunch of other stuff coming out of YouTube. Like you said, they still negotiating this and that. But Terrence walking away from the table was the dumbest shit he could have did for his career. Regardless of the money people talking about he making, this fight does nothing for him. Regardless, whatever steps he takes after that, if he is looking to further his career, everything is over with Al Haymon. All the shit he talked to fighters are over with Al Haymon. He can't go back to goddamn Bob M. He burned the bridges. He's made a lot of missteps in his damn career. If he was going to do that, he should have kept his mouth shut when he left the top rank, rather than trying to out Bob on that stage. And it's like, what are you talking about trying to get? Like, you coming into this company and you coming in with everything you turn down. Like, you have zero representation out here in this world of boxing. Like, but it ain't a thing to say, go ahead and just stick it to the guy because he doesn't have nothing. I don't think that's going to happen. Out of all the business PBC has done with other fighters and to making fights happen, he's the first free fighter to ever come up with some shit like that. And I think it's a poor judgment. The company that came along to try to act like they're going to put a fight on was the dumbest shit in boxing fucking history. It's like stupid. You take away, like not even take away, you interfere in a fight to say you throwing money like that. And I doubt if they even giving that kind of money out. But who else you got on this card? What else goes to the card? Nobody knows who you are. The zone face the same trouble. And that's always the thing with business in any country. Is the way you enter the damn field. Who knows you? How do you get yourself out there? You ain't gonna get it out there with a guy who's already struggling to be identified as a star that he should be because of where he came from. If ESPN failed to make him to this catapulting star, BOK ain't gonna do the shit. But that's my point with that one.
All right, so you're of the opinion that Terrence Crawford walked away from the fight with Errol Spence, and you're saying that disregard what Tim Smith said and disregard what Floyd Mayweather said 3 weeks ago, that this fight is not happening. You said disregard that. It's all on Terrence Crawford. Disregard what Floyd Mayweather said. That what you're saying?
Yeah. The future means 2023. And a lot of people saying, well, he can't sit idle. He should have a fight in this year. Well, you make the fight further into the later part of 2023 if they go back to the table with you. It's all done.
Well, right here, according to this article, it says, with the sides unable to solve the lingering issues in a timely fashion, Crawford decided to seek a different opponent rather than to wait on the PBC for a fight in February or March, sources reported. So what happened was, when they came back to the table, negotiating, whatever the case may be, the PBC decided that we're not going to have this fight this year. We want to have this fight next year at a later date, somewhere like February or March. To corroborate that, Floyd Mayweather said this 3 weeks ago, prior to this article even coming out. And this article came out on October the 20th. So October the 7th, Floyd Mayweather said the exact same thing, that this fight will not happen this year. He said this fight may happen at a later date. 3 weeks later, 2 weeks later, sorry about that. 2 weeks later, Mike Carpenter writes an article basically saying the exact same thing, that the PBC is looking to push this fight to February or March. So you are of the opinion that what Errol Spence should have did, what Terrence Crawford should have did, was sat there and waited until February or March to fight instead of fighting someone else? Is that what you're saying?
Exactly. It's like, what are you waiting for? He ain't never fought a tune-up a day of his goddamn life. And you're sitting in negotiations because of you turning paperwork back. And then it's like, it's not even that.
How do you know that? Do you have any information to support what you're saying?
We got all the information is there. If you got this new fight that done came up with a venue set, a date set, an opponent set. That shit just doesn't happen overnight. I walk away from the table having responded to people in 2 weeks. And
hold on.
Martin from Oakland.
Sorry about that, Red. Sorry about that. I was trying to stop the call for calling. Go ahead.
It's a blunder. And if I was PBC, I wouldn't even work with the fucking dude. I wouldn't allow him to return to no table. That was bullshit. You don't conduct business like that. The Tank thing, I think Tank should fucking stop tweeting and finally leave these dudes. I like Floyd and him as a fighter, but this promotional side of things, it just ain't pan out with Floyd. I think Floyd has too much growing left to do as far as being a representation of a representative of his business, and I think he needs to cater more towards.
Tank is not with Floyd anymore.
Oh well, shit. Well, that's a good thing then.
Yeah, but he's talking about leaving. He's talking about leaving either PBC or the Showtime altogether. He's saying that they're, according to his tweets, he said with these games, he's thinking about taking his talents elsewhere. So he's having issues as well as other fighters are having issues as well over there.
Yeah, I think even that's good. Like even at a fighter of his status, because I like Al Haymon just as far as what Al Haymon represents, not because he's black or nothing, but what he represents for half a century of business and shit and success in it. But still, with Tank, I think where Tank is, his best bet will do what Mikey did, is to venture around because the money is there. He's the attraction of the damn sport. He should get out and get his and make his money, not to be locked in by a network holding him back or a fighter over here because it's too much of the network. The promoters have sided and did all the splitting with networks. It's always a difficulty in this era of boxing. It was easier with Don King where he, like with Al Haymon, they had most of the fighters signed. It's hard to go, and you didn't have too many players in the game back then. But now you got the Zone apps, you got Fox getting in, all these different networks who do exclusive shit, and it's hard to make fights. I think Tank best business is gonna be by itself, but he has to find the right business people because he ain't the most educated, and he'll get ate up by these business people are snakes, and he'll get himself ate up, but he'll make the most money doing the same shit that Mikey Garcia did. Go out there, venture, make the big money because you're selling out arenas. You deliver on your fights, knocking people the fuck out. You will make tremendous amount of money shopping yourself around, fighting on any network that is out there. Because 135 is full of guys everywhere. You just can't stay on the PBC side of it. And Floyd and them do too much. Floyd got to lock in on his fighters. These fighters want him to push their shit. Not so much of him stealing shit, but you're just not giving it to him. But it ain't even always on Floyd because sometimes even with fighters being signed to Floyd, they're not giving everything for him. You get to where this dude puts an investment in. These fighters are happy to be with Floyd, happy to be in his gym, want to show off for the bras that come up in there, and then they're unfocused. And now this nigga loses out on money. That's my thoughts. I don't want to hold the line up, Coach.
All right, shout out to Red Jones, man. I'm calling from LA. Salute. Shout out to Reds. Let me get these super chats out the way. Let me get the super chat. Sorry about that, super chatters. Sorry about that. Let me get the super chat out of the way. Call what's your name? Where you calling from?
Martin from Oakland.
Martin from Oakland. Talk to me.
Yeah, I just disagree with that one caller talking about Crawford made a mistake. I mean, the guy's coming up on 1 year of inactivity. The man's 35. What's he supposed to do? Wait another year? He did the best thing he could have done. He turned a negative into a positive. Got a career high payday out the deal. He's going to stay active. It's a low risk, high reward fight. And if anything, it buys him time for if, let's just say, Spence versus Crawford doesn't happen, it might make it a lot easier to make a Crawford versus Ortiz fight because that is his mandatory. You know, if Ortiz ain't ready right now,
he's not the Mendo.
Himself a tune-up fight.
Yeah, he's not the Mendo yet.
Lines it up perfect.
Yeah, he's not the Mendo yet. He's he has a petition for it, but he has Crawford has 18 months from the time he fought Sean Porter to fight him. So if he's the mandatory, then all Ortiz has to do is press him. Say, look, I'm the mandatory. You have to fight me next. That's what Boots Ennis just did, and Stanley Onis just did with the IBF and the WBA. The reason why Virgil Ortiz hasn't done it yet because he's not mandatory as of yet. And if he was a mandatory, then why is he not going down that path that Boots Ennis and Stanley Onis is going down right now? So, we'll see how that turn out. But as it relates to Tank Davis, what do you think about Tank Davis? What he said in his tweet.
I mean, when they were talking about Tank Davis is going to leave at the end of the Romy fight, I thought that was the best thing he could have done.
Yeah.
You know, if he's really a free agent, like he says, then he needs to do it moving because PBC, that's a sinking ship. Ain't nothing going on over there. You know, it's one of those where, yeah, they're keeping him busy. They give him these nice little paychecks, but it's only a matter of time before, you know, he gets the same treatment everybody else is getting where they can't get fights. You know? I mean, everybody else is on the come up. Look what Ryan's doing. Look what Haney's doing. And he's over there, you know what I mean? He used to be head and shoulders above everybody else, and now they pretty much done caught up with him. It's not past the rush altogether.
Mm-hmm. All right. Well, salute to Martin from Oakland, man. Salute to you, fam. I got to get these super chats out of the way. Shout out to Quentin. Hey, okay. Dropping that $2. Bam, super chat on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
He said, I want my $100, coach. I explained. He said, I'll pull up. Yeah, I mean, if you explain it, please call back and explain it to me again, because you called into the show and no one has given me an explanation yet. No one. You know, people telling me how they feel and he messed up and did this and did that. And they're telling me to ignore what Tim Smith said and ignore what Floyd Mayweather said. And I'm not going to believe a YouTuber or someone that's in the chat over two people who work for the PBC. So, I mean, you get what I'm saying? That's like, I mean, that to me, that doesn't make sense to me, but it is what it is. I'm not here to convince anyone of anything. You know, and believe what you want to believe. I really don't care. But I'm going to believe two people who work for the PBC, and I'm going to take their word because they work for the PBC. They know Al Haymon. Floyd said he speaks to Al Haymon every day. That's what Floyd said. And Floyd said 2 weeks ago that this fight is not going to happen, period. That's what he said. So, as a matter of fact, let me get these super chats out of the way. Quentin, yeah, shout out to Quentin. Let me go to the next one. Shout out to Drew. Hey, okay. Dropping that $2. Bam, super chat on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
You say, Drew said, he say, tell us why Tank ain't leaving in your Floyd voice. Tank is not with Drew. Tank is not with Mayweather Promotions anymore. This is what he said right here on his tweet. Now, is he lying? I don't know. But that's what he said. So if Tank is upset, disgruntled, and it is what it is. You get what I'm saying? So I'm not here to convince anybody of their feelings. How you feel is how you feel. I care nothing about your feelings. I'm looking at the reality of the situation. Reality of the situation is Tank said he's disgruntled. Tank said that he might take his talents elsewhere. Tank said that he's not with Mayweather Promotions anymore. You get what I'm saying? That's what he said. So that's the reality of the situation. Who else? Any more super chats I forgot? Do I have any more super chats? Shout out to Retro. He says salute the Reggie Owens. Salute the Reggie Owens, man. Salute the Reg. Shout out to Boxing Gyms. He say in a net deal allegedly, oversight and transparency is a must. No, it's not a must. When you're dealing with a black guy, you're not supposed to have transparency. You know, you just supposed to, like, again, I tell these guys time and time again. And you guys hear me say this all the time. These fighters who you hate, don't like, or love, these fighters have a net worth of millions of dollars. Explain to me, why should a fighter that has a net worth of $8, $9 million listen to a nigga behind an avatar? That go for me. Why should a fighter listen to Coach Malachi Williams? That's talking on the microphone behind the camera. That's successful. And have millions of dollars in the bank. About financial advice and what they should do. Please make it make sense to me. I'm not here to convince anyone of their position, how they feel about a fighter. I don't care. At the end of the day, they ain't gonna change shit. The reality of your situation is the reality of your situation. It's not going to change. And the reality of these fighters' situation is the reality of their situation. It's not going to change. Everyone is entitled to their opinion. I just don't have to agree with it. And you don't have to agree with me. We could just agree to disagree. That's it. If Tank was to leave the PBC altogether and Showtime altogether, I don't know exactly what he would do. But I think Tank been in the game long enough. He will understand what is it that he needs to do. I think Tank has a good team. I don't know who his team is with his personal promotional company. I don't know, but if I'm reading this tweet right, and you know, again, the sister who called Fee on the tube, she did make a valid point. You just never know with Tank Davis, because Tank Davis, he changes his position so much. He changed, you know what I mean? So you just never know, right? But he's publicly voicing his displeasure right here on Twitter. He said they playing games. Who is the they he's talking about? And he said, I need to take my talents somewhere else. And then the brother down here said, you must be hurting Ellerbe with these tweets. The guy goes real hard to defend someone who's not signed to him. And then Tank confirms, I'm not signed to them anymore, so I can't be talking about them. So he reiterates that he's not signed to Mayweather Promotions anymore. That's what he said. I don't have any proof of that. I'm at home. So I'm not going to listen to a guy that's at home who don't know these fighters personally, who don't know the promotional companies personally, who don't know any of these promoters or financial advisors personally. I'm not going to listen to you. I'm never going to listen to you. Do you know this guy? No. Are you in the negotiations? No. How do you know what's going on? You know what's going on based on all the information that's coming from Mike Carpenter, Michael Benson, Dan Raphael, and the other YouTube channels, just like me and everyone else, and other websites. And you're choosing to believe whatever it is you want to believe. There's nothing wrong with that. Do you have any facts? No, you don't. You can tell me what you feel. But the fact of the matter is, we don't really know. We only know what we're being told. And Tim Smith of the PBC, who works for the PBC, not Coach Malachi Williams, not an avatar, not a nigga on Twitter. He specifically said this fight is not going to happen because of the economics. Floyd Mayweather specifically said October the 7th that this fight is not going to happen. And he said you need to stop listening to these other media guys. He said that, and he broke down why. As a matter of fact, let me play this shit one more time. Let's go.
All the buzz right now is on this Spence Crawford fight, but it hasn't happened yet. So,
shout out to Martin. Dropping that $2. Bam, super chat on your boy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
So I'm saying sorry about that, fam. What did you say, fam? You say what Thug and D at? He said Thug and D. He told us Tank was still with Ellerbe. No, Thug and D said that Tank said he was leaving. Thug and D said it, and another brother from Be More said the same thing. He said that. But Tank Davis did say still Mayweather Promotions. He did say that after the Roland Romero fight. I had a video on that as well. He says, Coach, you're going against the commandments. How? I know the commandments probably better than you do. I wrote them. Shout out to L. Harvey. He said, Coach, can you play the, he said, Coach, you can play the clip all day. It's not going to register with these guys. Hey, yeah. I already know that. Shout out to Boxing Gyms for dropping that half for bam, dub on your boy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
Boxing Gyms, he said, Coach, I have a group willing to sit and watch all of your vids at a venue for a fee. He said, I can't give you money up front for vids. He said, I give you a net deal. No, you can't look at the gate revenue. You trust him because he's a black man. No, trust him because he's a black man. I get it. A lot of these guys are they're either pro Al Haymon, pro PBC, or they I hate Crawford. I get their position. Guess what? It doesn't change the reality of the situation. I'm not gonna get caught up in no one else's feelings or emotions. I mean, why should I? It's stupid as hell to me. But I'm not gonna believe a nigga on YouTube and on Twitter more than I believe two people who work for the company.
Down from the bar, there's a platform stage. People pimping, sharp as razor blades.
So that's all I'm saying. Now, let's look and see what fights we have coming up. We have Vasily Lomachenko fighting this weekend. As a matter of fact, he's fighting Jermaine Ortiz, Madison Square Garden at the Hulu Theater. I think he's fighting in the Hulu Theater. He's fighting in the same place that it's the theater inside of Madison Square Garden. He's fighting at the same place that Teofimo Lopez fought George Kambosos. And I think not Jaime Mugia, but what the dude name is who tried to bite the guy on the neck? Edgar Berlanga fought the other guy. This is Vasily Lomachenko's sparring partner, Jermaine Ortiz. As a matter of fact, let's look this kid up. He say 10 round of featherweight. Nah, that's somebody else. Says Lomachenko is talking about Tank. He's on Tank Davis. He said Lomachenko said he never fought top fighters. Need to see his skills against the best. So Lomachenko is saying that Tank never fought top fighters. Let's see. He's fighting this guy, Madison Square Garden. These are the fights that's coming up now. I need to get some more information about this. Let's go to Top Rank. Let's go to Top Rank's website. As a matter of fact, let's see all the fights we have coming up this weekend. All of the fights that we have coming up this weekend, guys, we have Katie Taylor's fighting as well. We're going to go live for this fight. We're going to go live for Vasily Lomachenko and Katie Taylor. We're going to go live for these two fights right here. The Zone and ESPN. We're going to go live for these fights. This is Lomachenko's first fight back. I think this is his first fight this year, right? Did he fight earlier in the year? We're going to go live for this fight. Vasily Lomachenko, high tech, right? Shout out to Lady Shane. What you say, Shane? You say, then he comes in fighting his sparring partner. Loma, mind your business. You know what, though? Shout out to Jamario. You say, I hope Ortiz don't go in the ring with that dive mentality. He's a young kid. You know, he's a young kid. Jamario, let's do this. Let's go to Top Rank. Let's go to Top Rank. Let's go to Top Rank. And let's look at their schedule. Events. Here we go right here. This Top Rank. They have Vasily Lomachenko, High Tech versus Jermaine Ortiz. Let's view this event. It says Ukraine's former pound-for-pound king, the man known as Loma, is back. Vasily Lomachenko, a three-weight division world champion, will make his triumphant New York City return in a 12-round main event Saturday, October the 29th, against undefeated contender Jermaine the Technician Ortiz at the Hulu Theater at Madison Square Garden. Right? The 10-round featherweight co-feature sees the two-time Cuban Olympic gold medalist Robesi El Tren Ramirez attempt to author a career best win against former world champion Jesse Magdaleno. Okay, so this is the undercard. Let's see what's up with this kid, Jermaine Ortiz. Let's go to his box rec and see what he has. Let's go to his box rec. Jermaine Ortiz. Let's go to his box rec. Let's see. Hold on, guys. I don't know how many Jermaine Ortizes is out there. Matter of fact, hold on. Let's go to box rec and see what we got. Jermaine Ortiz. Let's see what we have, guys. Let's see what we have right here. Is this him right here? Nah, that can't be him. I wonder, did I spell his name wrong? Oh, it's not Jermaine. I did. Yeah, okay. Jermaine Ortiz, my bad. I spelled it wrong. Armani Ortiz. Okay. All right, that's why I didn't find it. For some reason I kept saying Jermaine. Let's go. Let's see what we have. The Technician. There he goes. All right, this guy right here, guys, has 16. From what I'm seeing, he has 16 professional fights, 17 professional fights. 16 wins, 8 KOs, 1 draw. No losses. This is who Vasily Lomachenko is fighting this Saturday. The Technician versus the Matrix. Fighting Vasily Lomachenko. So Loma has 18 wins. This guy has 17. Loma has 18 professional fights. This guy has 17 professional fights. Jermell Herring, he beat Jermell Herring. Okay, yeah, I've seen that fight right there. Seen that fight. That was a UD. He beat Albright. I didn't see this fight. He beat Joseph Ordorno. I saw this fight right here. I think that fight was in Florida, if I'm not mistaken. I think I've only seen this guy fight like 2 times, to be honest with you. You know, so this would be his biggest fight as of to date. He beat Jermell Herring, and now he's fighting Vasily Lomachenko. That's a big jump for him. So we'll see. We'll see. We'll see. What you say, fam? You say, Coach, are you going live for the Paul fight? The Jake Paul fight? Let me see. Is that on the 29th as well? Is Jake Paul on the no, not the 20? Yeah, is Jake Paul on the 20? Yeah, you know, it is. Damn. Okay, look, hold on, wait. Oh, you know what? That's the following week. That's the following weekend. Hold on. I'm getting my days mixed up. Hold on. Nah, that's this weekend. That's this weekend. Let me see. The 28th. Yeah, that, bro, I don't know, man. Damn, that's a lot of fights, dog. Look, you guys, look at this. Look how many fights we have. We have Guido versus McFarlane. We have Jake Paul versus Anderson Silva. We have Jojo Diaz versus William Zepeda. That's going to be a barn burner right there. We have Vasily Lomachenko versus Armani Ortiz. And we have Katie Taylor versus, I be damn. Bro. This is Katie Taylor, Lomachenko, Jojo Diaz, Jake Paul. We can't cover all those fights, man. Can't cover all of those fights. I guess we can try to keep up with it. We can see Showtime. We can, well, this series this is not a real fight. Jake Paul, this is a crossover boxing match. You know, Jake Paul versus Anderson Silva. So this fight is not priority to me, to be honest with you. I'm probably focused more on the boxing matches. Jojo Diaz versus William Zepeda, that's fighting this weekend. Vasily Lomachenko versus Ortiz. We have Katie Taylor versus Karen Elizabeth. So I'll probably focus more on the actual real boxing versus the fake boxing, to be honest with you. True. Yeah, I think I'm gonna focus more on the real boxing over the fake boxing, to be honest with you. Now, if it was the fake boxing that was on by itself, then yeah, I'll probably rock with it a little bit. But I think I'm gonna mess with more of the real boxing over the fake boxing. To be honest, to be fair, this ain't no shade. This ain't no shade to those guys. It is what it is. Let's give everybody a round of applause. Shout out to Pugilism. What you say, fam? You said that you say what's cool with Wilder versus Helenius? I don't know. You say Helenius just whipped up Polish Kalnaki at the Barclays twice in a row. I don't know. They still haven't released those pay-per-view numbers yet. You have guys who hate Rick Glazier. They say we can't believe nothing Rick Glazier say. So when I asked him, I said, what are the pay-per-view numbers then? How come Dan Raphael and none of these other guys released the numbers that they radio silent on that? True. Cool Boy Curse said, midnight conversation, not tonight, tomorrow night. They're radio silent on that. You know what I mean? They be picking and choosing. And I get it. I understand. I get it. Shout out to Jaime Rivera. You say, good call, coach. Yeah, I'm not covering Jake Paul. Jake Paul and them. I'm not covering that. We cover the real boxing. Now, if it's a Fugazi boxing match on, we may cover the Fugazi every now and then. I do like covering the MMA now. So we're gonna cover MMA. If it's a big fight, we will cover them. Shout out to my main man, Martin King Boxing. Shout out to Jamario. You say, damn good show again. Coach the Receipt King Malachi. It is what it is, man. And again, I'm gonna say it again. And I'm gonna explain something to you guys. How this shit works on YouTube. You have to take what you hear from YouTube channels, including my own YouTube channel. I'm no different, right? And sources say reports from mainstream media reporters. Because you have to take it with a grain of salt and do your own research. It's not my job to convince you of how to think or what to believe. That's not my job. My job is to lay it out there as objectively and unbiased as possible. And you make your own decisions. That's my job. I don't care which fighter you like, who you don't like, what you call them. Don't make me know, never mind. These fighters don't give a fuck about you. They're rich. So whatever your opinion is of any fighter, Makes me no never mind. You can call Terrence Crawford, Canelo Alvarez, Tank Davis, Deontay Wilder, whatever names you want. I won't get mad. You want to know why? Because I don't have an emotional attachment to none of those niggas. I don't. Vasily Lomachenko, I don't have an emotional attachment to those guys. I'm not pro promotional companies. I don't give a damn what color skin color they are. Don't make me no never mind. Your issues are not my issues. If I have to kiss your ass to kiss your ass in order to be all right with you on YouTube, guess what? Fuck you and your ass. Pause. I don't do this to be down with YouTube channels. I don't do this to be down with avatars or even subscribers or none of that. I do this because I love the sport of boxing. And if you love the sport of boxing, this is the channel for you. I tell them, motherfucker, quick. If you don't like the content, you can guess what you can do? You can unsubscribe and leave. I say this all the time because this is not my primary source of income. I make money. I got a real life and make money outside of this shit. This is a hobby for me. We have commandments and I have a boxing criteria. If the commandments over here don't line up with what you believe in, then guess what? It's not the channel for you. It's as simple as that. Other than that, that's it. Let's give everybody a round of applause. Shout out to my sister Bless 365. You say smash that like button, loves. Please show your support for the channel. And that's to anybody. That's to anybody. You know, I'm not talking about anybody in particular. That's to anybody. Don't make me no never mind. You say Floyd is the biggest duck ever. That's why he never went undisputed. You think Floyd is a duck. Okay. And he doesn't want Spence or Crawford to be undisputed. Okay. And there's nothing wrong with you feeling that way. Brady 12 say Loma is the best. There's nothing wrong with you feeling that way. That's your subjective opinion. What else we have in the building? GGS said he's had 2 shoulder surgeries. Shout out to Nelly. You say coach don't even have to be here. and guess what? You guys don't even have to be here neither. But you're here. So apparently it's something that you like or hate about me. I got 2 types of people who watch me. People who love me and people who hate me. Guess what? Both of them are watching. True. Facts. Facts. It is what it is, man. And you know what? Since we talking about our good brother Tank Davis, I think Tank is going to be in the good hands. Hopefully he can get another fight this year. We'll see how it plays out. Thug and D was right. Damian Bennett was right. They did say that Tank said that he's not with Floyd Mayweather anymore. But it appears that now that he's not with Floyd, he's still having some issues with maybe the PBC or Showtime. Because he's saying in his tweet that they're tripping. You know, I'm going to have to take my talents elsewhere. So that means that wherever his talents are currently at right now, he's looking to move on from that situation and go into another situation. So that means that he's not happy. These fighters don't owe us anything. Us content creators. Remember that. We don't own these fighters. They don't owe us no interview, none of that. These fighters don't owe us anything. I tell you all the time, and I got this from my brother Blood. Your hang-ups are not my hang-ups. I'm from Florida, dog. I don't do no ass kissing for no niggas. Yeah. Shout out to Lady Shan. She said, when you criticize Loma, you're racist. When you criticize Wilder, it's fine. Double standards, halves and halves. No. It depends. Like the racial politics that goes on YouTube, I don't really care to get into it. I can body any of these guys with their racial politics. They're racial double standards. Because everybody have their racial double standards. The Hispanics have their racial double standards. Not all, but you know who they are. The black boxing fans have their racial double standards. The white boxing fans have their racial double standards. The Asians have their racial double standards. And then it's just me. I don't give a fuck about your racial double standards. Take that Wakanda, Zamunda shit somewhere else. Whether you're black, white, Asian, or Hispanic. Don't make me no never mind. My hang-up, your hang-ups are not my hang-ups. Don't impose how you feel on me. If you're mad and upset with me because I don't cap for your fighter or fanboy for your promotional company, guess what you can do? You can leave. True. I didn't ask you to come over here. I tell them that time and time again. This guy said I missed 2 super chats. All right, that's one. And let's see. So I got this one. I got this one from Boxing Gyms. I have this one from Boxing Gyms. So I done missed two. It looked like I missed one. So let me go here. Shout out to the Martin for dropping that $2. Bam, super chat on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
I answered that question already. You asked me, am I doing any fight shows? I answered that question already. Yes, I am. I answered that question already. I think that's it. Other than that, that's it. It's our boy Coach Malachi Williams signing out. New Media Today USA Boxing. Let's dedicate this song to my dog, Booger Ray Leonard.
Sunshine when Tank's gone.
I'll smack the shit out of him in front of everybody.
Only dark times for you.
I mean, just throw Haney's name in the hat. There is no fucking hat.
Ain't no sunshine when Tank's gone.
I don't play them type of games.
Leonard Ellerbe, why you always talking about me?
Did you fucking learn your lesson from that? With AJ?
Ain't no sunshine when Tank's gone.
I'll knock that motherfucker's hole out. Period.
Only dark times for you.
Ain't no hats to throw nothing in here. We're running a fucking business.
Ain't no sunshine when Tank's gone.
You fucking idiot.
Leonard Ellerbe, why you always talking about?
All right, so the brother said I missed a super chat. Let me try to find it before we end the show. Let me try to find it before we end the show. Damn, it's probably so far up I can't read it. So if that's what he said, I'll read it. If that's what he said, I'll read it. To the super chat I missed, I do apologize. The chat is going like crazy. We had over 600 people in here. Shout out to my sister Bless. I forgot that you hit over this one. Shout out to Bless. Dropping that quarter of a bam dub on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Sorry, sis.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
She said call Al. Interesting. Let's see. Any super chats I forgot? I missed, dog. I apologize. I apologize. I'll try to get it next time, man. It is what it is, man. Other than that, that's it. It's our boy Coach Malachi Williams signing out. New Media Today USA Boxing. It is what it is, man. We're gonna make it do what it do. Let's get it. We'll be back tomorrow, 3 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. This is Tell a Friend and Tell a Friend and Tell Another Friend. This is the hottest daytime boxing podcast on the YTBC, hands down. Smaller than a motherfucker, but boy, goddamn, boy, we doing some numbers over here. Other than that, that's it. It's our boy Coach Malachi Williams signing out. New Media Today USA Boxing. You know my motto. Don't meet me there, beat me there. Peace.
Man, I'm out of here, bro. Let's go. Come on.